Wow, Aki. Just kidding.
Hey, stream. It ain't it. It ain't a stream if you know if something don't go happen. Y'all, all my
Oh
streamers
dear.
know what's up. Did you hit the button? You muted this, didn't you? We good? Everything good? We sure?
You do
Gucci?
the intro?
Didn't even know it was Levy. Oh shit. Poor Vulkitten.
Just start.
Nobody
Start
heard
over.
nothing she said.
Ew.
Anyways, hello. My name is Vulkitten.
Take two.
I've been streaming on Twitch for a year now. I play my main game is Dead by Daylight. I play like Phasmo, Devour. I like to play like spooky kind of games. You might have heard this before, but Nuggy is my partner in crime when it comes to Twitch. We do a lot of stuff together, offline, online. We're playing something. No, stop. I wish no. But yeah, no, I love Nugget. She's my partner in crime. So I'm happy to be here. So thank you for
Happy to
having
have
me.
you.
You're fine.
Hey, it be like that. It's a lot, man.
I'm doing all right. I woke up a bit ago. This is about it.
Hey, the man's living the dream. That's the American dream right there, bro.
No, I work at FedEx. That's an American nightmare.
Okay,
Ooh.
we'll see. Oh,
But but yeah,
see,
hi.
actually,
I'm the anime waffle, and I have a crippling addiction to kitchen nightmares and hoof trimming videos.
oh Lord,
I need help.
Jacksworth, would you like to help him?
I'm doing good. I'm chilling. Yeah, definitely, 100% totally.
Penicillin.
Oh, y'all wild, bro. Who's black? I'm not black. What are you talking about? I'm not black.
Wait, am I black?
Whoa.
I'm marginalized.
It's gotta be one of them podcasts.
Yeah. Anime waffles not white. Anime waffles clear.
I'm translucent.
I'm
If anybody,
Mayo.
bonus points if anybody. Oh Lord. Love and happiness. Sorry.
I'm all right. So I just recently got diagnosed with diabetes, and I've just been dealing with that.
Oh,
So I'm on meds, eating healthy, exercising a lot more. It's just definitely a l- lifestyle change now because I was just eating anything and everything that I can, and
yeah.
so
Becky, people ain't hearing you.
You've been muted.
Problem.
What's the problem?
OBS is
You-
being a dumbass.
oh no.
Everybody take a shot.
Man, look, I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. Ah, my goodness. All right, so here's here's the thing though.
Okay, he can hear you.
And
Can they hear?
Wait,
Can they
okay.
hear us, or they just can't hear Aki?
Yeah,
It's
I think we can hear
yeah,
you now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my boyfriend. My boyfriend is here to help with all technical difficulties right there.
Oh, okay.
So
Good.
Well, Retro, thank you very much for your service. You appreciate it for reals, cause eesh, man.
Oh,
Boy, Aki out
There
here.
we go.
All
Yeah,
right,
Boy,
we should be good now.
wish you good.
Aki out here. Aki out here struggling a little bit. Pray for him.
Man, I
Jesus
swear.
help him.
Jesus take
But
the
yeah,
wheel. Wait, and speaking of
Chancellor,
Jesus,
take.
speaking of, oh, no, I ain't gonna go. But before we go to Jesus Christ over here, and freaking pretty much it. LG,
Yes.
how are you doing, sir?
I'm straight, bro. I've just been chilling, grinding, Just hit 1 million total views on my YouTube channel the other day. And
Yo, let's go.
and yeah, I've been working on some content on Twitch just for having some fun. Doing a little Dead or Alive tournament thing. I'm just having fun. Enjoying making content that I enjoy and getting back
Yeah.
into music soon. And that's, leaving all the bullshit behind.
Well,
Speaking my piece and leaving. That's it. The usual, being a black man in America. I think.
yeah.
You forgot, dude. We marginalized as hell. What do you mean?
Yeah, bro, please. Do I look like?
Man.
Is my name Betty Crocker to you? I am not margin nothing, bro. I am not margin.
It's Country Crock.
Bruh.
Whatever, nigga.
Betty
You know what I
Crocker
meant.
Betty Crocker make like breakfast kits and syrup
Alright.
or some shit.
Bruh, look.
You knew what I meant. That's what you knew what I meant.
So let me get this. Straight. We're going to Cracker Barrel now or some shit. I don't know what the fuck is
Might
going
as
on.
well.
Might
Might as well.
Might as
Cracker
well,
Barrel.
at this point.
Cracker Barrel. They call it Cracker
Let's just
Barrel.
all meet up and just do an episode of the podcast in a Cracker Barrel.
Bruh.
Crocker? Cracker. There we go.
Crocker.
All right.
One of them two. I don't know.
I'm an English major.
But yeah, and the one, the only, the majestic one with the beard. Yes.
Who, me?
Yes, you Shags. What's going on with you, bro? Man,
Hello, my friend.
Almighty bearded one.
The Lord
we aren't
himself.
worthy. I mean, okay.
Yeah, you're being
That's just with your white privilege.
that beard is
I'm
aimed
happy
in white privilege.
if anyone needs some white privilege in order to be successful on Twitch, just let me know. I got some to spare. The
Alright.
system was in fact built for me, so anything I can do to help you marginalized folk.
Oh.
Anyways, how is everyone doing tonight? My name is Tom, the Shagsworth. You guys know me. I do all the fun things on Twitch, variety stream when I can, 4 nights a week, some YouTube videos here and there. Just dropped another one today.
Hey, I love it.
And on the spare time, he saves us from our sins.
When I can.
Mm-hmm.
And full-time dad, and full-time asshole for sure. But no, definitely fun being here. Love being here every week or every other week, right?
Every other week.
Something like that.
And of course the lovely Vulkitten with us today. Great to see you,
Thank
Diamond.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
Happy
She's
to be here.
she's a lot nicer to me than Nuggy is. Just saying.
She's a wait. Say that again.
Whoa.
I hear shots fired.
Shots fired.
Yes.
See the bang bang. You firing the whole clip with the extendo. What the?
I didn't hear it, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear it.
So which one is it? So you heard it or you didn't hear it?
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
And that's selective hearing. That's all it is, y'all.
He said I'm nicer than you.
Oh.
Wow. Nah, if you knew me behind the scenes, no. I am a grade A biatch.
Well, damn.
That also cries afterwards.
Shut up. No. We're not gonna talk about this. Anyway, this is y'all's podcast. I'm just here for the ride.
All
We're not
right.
gonna talk about me crying.
And if you gonna call me a bitch, call me a savage. Censor the
You gotta call me
You
a
whack
bitch. That's a
asshole.
crybaby bitch to you.
My way. My way or the highway.
Okay, we out here wilding. Let me stop.
Bruh, I swear. I love it here. I love it
Gotta
here.
do this more
So,
often.
okay,
Speaking of shots fired, can we talk about Alec Baldwin?
oh, see, I was gonna go down the goddamn topic, but
Man.
hey, freaking, you know what?
Hey,
Let's
That was
just go
LG.
into
clean.
it.
That
Hey,
was
LG, you was
Yeah.
quick on the trigger there.
Good job, LG.
All
That's
right, so
you know?
everyone in. All right, so give y'all the TLDR of the situations. So Alec Baldwin was on the set for a movie that I forgot the name of in pretty much it.
Rust.
Rust. And he had usually when most actors have like prop guns, they have blanks.
Right.
Pretty much. Well, in this
Right.
case, it was not the case because one thing about it, he got a gun, right? Don't know what the make and model is, don't ask. And Maytag shot someone on the crew and killed him. Now, the thing is, and also mentioned another one, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So pretty much, Alec Baldwin, when you do some stuff like that on an accident and kill someone, everything on your mental is like fucked. So, in the case of it, now there's a thing going on. Who's to blame?
Well,
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning when I saw the article, I didn't know, first of all, he was also the producer of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
and the plot
Yeah.
thickens.
That changes.
No pun
Mhm.
intended.
He was given the gun, and his assistant director, not the prop man or my prop manager, whoever hands the prop, the assistant director took the gun, gave it to him, said it was a cold gun, meaning it had
Right.
blanks in it, no live rounds.
Right.
But the thing is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Waffles, but in the article that I read, he was like messing around, saying like, "Oh, you want me to shoot you, motherfuckers?" and was pointing the gun at other people and shot the gun. And basic gun safety,
Yeah, you don't point
you
that
don't
shit.
do that. Even if the
Yeah.
gun is cold, you don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't even do that with a fucking Nerf gun. Like,
So
Okay.
okay. So I guess this is when the 2A in me comes out.
Right. Here we
So
go.
Okay.
Wait. Before you do, I
Yeah.
got to give you a proper intro. Now live here for Guns and Freedom, we are talking to Anime Waffle, the resident
Hey.
gun owner. You are here live.
So okay, so there's a lot of things to this that is kind of weird. So first off, the whole prop gun.
Right.
It's there's no such thing as there is, but there's no live firing prop gun. Any firearm, especially on a movie set, is alive. It's a live actual firearm.
Right.
It has firing pin and everything. Which, because this was a Western movie, he was using an old school style Western revolver. I saw that it was a replica of a Colt single action Army, which I have one that kind of works similar to it. I would have brought it out as kind of like an example, but I don't know how Twitch is and seeing guns. But
We'll just take your word with it.
so keep in mind, it's an actual firearm. It's more or less just kind of used just to shoot blanks.
Mm-hmm.
So what ended up happening was there was a lot of shit that went wrong with this production. Why actual guns? It's more probably for more realism factor. I mean, you can see, I mean, of course, like you could CGI shit all day. I've seen plenty of CGI guns firing, but anyone that has gun training that that can look at firearms and immediately tell what's going on with it, whether it's actual muzzle fire. You can check the slide coming back, the recoil going up. But most actors, when they CGI gunfire in, normally actors are just going bang, 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 bang. Nothing like slide maybe come back. Anyway, so this gun is capable of firing live rounds.
Right.
So what a blank cartridge is it has gunpowder in it, but it's packed a little bit more densely. There is no projectile. The casing is a little bit longer. Oh shit! Actually, I have this ain't what they usually use. So this is an actual round. This is a
Right.
223 round.
Mm.
So if this is a blank round, so right here, the pointy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's the actual bullet. This casing
Right.
behind it, this is the casing. And normally, what it for a blank round is that this casing is just a hair bit longer to match the length of what a normal bullet would be, but the end of it is crimped, so it's squeezed in. So gunpowder ain't leaking, but leaking out, what have you. And so when a firing pin hits, God, I can't, I don't know if you can see on the
I see
back
where you're coming from though.
on the back of the bullet has
Yeah.
what's called a primer, which is that's what happens when a
Right.
hammer drops in a firearm and a firing pin hits that
Hit
primer,
it. Yeah.
sets it off,
Well,
ignites it, and it
Mm-hmm.
shoots a projectile.
right.
What blank does is that it simulates that, normally to a very, very, very much lower degree, and
Right.
blows out
But it's
blows.
enough but it should be enough to simulate the fact that it's actual gunfire. So like if you're in a movie
Yes.
set, it's like for a movie set
Mm-hmm.
and they show it or whatever, like and then
Yep.
you shoot the blank,
Yep.
the smoke comes out to make it look like it's still to
Yes.
kind of have that
Uh,
authenticity, if you will,
yes.
there, right?
The powder still being burnt,
Okay.
but no projectile is coming out. Now, to give an example of, because the accidents of shootings on set are so far and few between. The last time I personally heard that something like this had happened was on the set of, it's like 91 or 92, but on the set of The Crow, which unfortunately took the life of Brandon Lee,
Mm.
um,
Bruce Lee's son.
Bruce Lee's
Yeah.
son,
Yeah.
which was it's heartbreaking,
Right.
especially to
Right.
me because I absolutely love that movie,
Right.
and it's still one of my favorite movies to this day.
I
But
like it.
there's a big difference between what happened on that and then what happened on this set, because what happened on The Crow was called a squib load, which basically they were shooting rubber bullets, still kind of like blanks, but it shoots a projectile. But what ended up happening was that during one of the shoots, the projectile didn't go out straight and flush. The bullet must have gone sideways or expanded and just stopped in the barrel instead of
Mm.
coming out. So when they finally went and shot another round in it, the pressure of the cartridge and everything built up back behind it, which caused
Mhm.
even more pressure and shot that first rubber bullet out, but shot it with lethal force, which
Mm.
called a squib load. Now, this isn't what happened here. This was a live full on projectile cartridge bullet, what have you.
Mm.
And unfortunately, it entered. I need to find her name because otherwise I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Well,
Um,
so when I first heard this, I was empathetic towards, Alec Baldwin. I was just like, man, that must suck. Like you didn't know and then you accidentally killed somebody and you injured someone else.
mhm.
But reading in more into it and doing the research, like he knowing that he's a producer and like basically is responsible for all this. I don't know if he did the hiring, but like it's and then there was another instance that same week, like a couple days before this incident, that they had there was another gun incident where a gun was accidentally fired
They
off.
they on set before this incident they had 3 accidental discharges.
Mhm.
One that was done by a prop master. Um, one and the other two I can't remember, but I know one of them wasn't properly recorded. Um, so God, is there was so much that happened. So I some of you guys saw that I posted a video kind of about this. Alec Baldwin is notoriously anti-gun,
Yeah,
anti-Second
I didn't
Amendment.
know that either, and I heard that.
Yeah, he's very very much against guns, and
Go
this
fucking
is
figure.
this, but this is the thing where I'm like you said, I'm empathetic against Alec Baldwin. I feel bad that this happened, but this is why a lot of people in the 2A community are so gun safe. Why our first concern is the safe handling of firearms, because anyone that learns guns, we learn 4 distinctive rules. Handle every gun like it's loaded, or treat every gun like it's loaded. Know what is past your target and beyond. Oh god, fuck! I put myself on the spot. Don't point it at something you're not willing to destroy.
I
And
agree with
Number
that.
4.
look, I can't remember the 4th rule. I'm sure I'll remember it later. But it's
You
like
failed. Not fun. Hand me your
well,
guns.
No,
Hand me your guns.
I'm on the spot, and
but
I'm on the spot. It
No, I
it
know what
threw
you
me
mean.
off.
No, but no, you're good. I'm just fucking
But
with you. I'm just trying to like.
he didn't follow these rules. He treated a he he
Keep
treated
your
a
trigger
firearm.
finger keep your finger outside the guard and off the trigger until you're ready to
Mhm.
fire.
Thank you.
there we
That's
go.
the missing one. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Even
The
I know
most
that.
fucking important one, and I forgot
yeah.
it.
Usually,
Like,
because usually you have your finger, your trigger finger be outside where
mhm,
that's going to be at. So you pretty much ain't going to fire. You usually just point down,
mhm,
pretty much into the ground. So it's not going to be aiming at anyone else or anything.
mhm.
Correct?
Or like if you're at the range, you do not put a mag in it. You do not wrap around in it. Until you are pointing it downrange and you are ready to fire. But unfortunately, Alec Baldwin is so anti-gun.
He
20
doesn't
Bucks
know the
says
rules.
he didn't know any of this, and it's um
But even that's
it's
bullshit if we're being honest, because the guy's been in movies for over 30
yeah
years. He's handled
it's
guns in dozens of movies. He's a producer on a movie. Like that excuse only goes so far, in my opinion. That's why it's pretty much the same as all you guys. It's like, okay, like I feel bad for him because no one should lose their life, and
no
the woman's family. Like I just feel horrible, but you know, and you posted that
it's
video in our chat, which was really informative. From God, I love that guy, and I can never remember his name.
Colin Noir.
Yeah,
He's a Second Amendment advocate, and I guess a 2A lawyer to some degree. He's
yeah.
he's fucking awesome. I love his videos. He always hits nails right on the fucking head.
But, like,
Um,
even if he is, like even if he is anti-gun, but, like, 3 different instances of a gun incident, and you're the producer and you don't have like, you're not taking any precautions, like, oh, at least at the first or second incident, if something happens, like, you're gonna be like, "Okay, then we need to train everybody on set about these gun safety," or, like, do a small lesson or something like that. As a
and
producer, you're supposed to be responsible for that.
Yep.
absolutely 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
So
he just I feel like he just thinks of these too much as toys or just movie props. And even the armor herself, who was completely inexperienced, who only worked on one other movie as an armor, who even herself said she needed hand holding, that she didn't feel good about any of this.
Mm.
And with these accidental discharges that did happen previously, I'm sure that's what caused a lot of discourse with the filming crew, because
Mm.
there were issues with the filming crew because they were offering complaints and walking off the set.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the article I'd read that Nugget had shared, it was they had already said that 3 people in earlier in that week had already walked out of the production, and because of gun protocols not being met and COVID protocols not being met, like you'd think that after 3 misfires already, 3 people walking out, somebody who's not very experienced, they would have taken a little bit more time to
Correct.
not be put in this situation. Like,
Like, even if you're against guns, at least know the basic safety of gun safety if you are gonna be
Yeah.
handling guns. At
Absolutely,
least
one
know
up.
that.
Yeah,
Fine.
and
Look, I think
Absolutely.
my thing is like my thing is if you're against guns that much, then you shouldn't even take the position of using one or be in a position where you're gonna have to use one. I think that's the biggest problem right now. Is like you got people, and it kind of goes into like some of the gaming stuff that I talked about. It's like these people are being put in positions where they don't really care much for this stuff, but yet they're in positions where they are leading sets where they have to interact with things like with gaming and stuff. Like for example, folks don't like video games, but they're in charge of gaming, gaming crews and shit like that. Same thing with guns. Like if you're so anti-gun, why are you going to be a part of a movie that focuses on that, or at the very least have somebody? And I think we kind of talked about it. Like have somebody that's like, for example, have Anime Waffle. Hey, you're big on guns, big on gun safety. Here, I'm gonna leave all that shit to you, bro.
Mhm.
Fuck it. I don't want to. I don't even want to touch a gun until it's time, unless I'm acting and I
Mhm.
got to touch a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I, I
Um,
I don't know. To me, that just sounds like it sounds more like, to me it sounds like laziness. And then people, when accidents happen, people want to have look like they got egg on their fucking face. You
Well,
feel
that's
me?
why these laws, the rules of like firearm safety are the way they are. Why you've had so few accidents like this, because the rules by and large are respected and people understand for the most part that these things are dangerous weapons if they're mishandled, and that's
Yeah.
why you don't do that, because when you fuck around, you find out, right? Like
Right.
I hate to put it
Yeah.
that
Literally.
way, but it's one of those things that
Yeah.
Have
that's
yep.
why that's why everyone goes through some sort of gun safety course when they're going through. I went through it when I got my hunting license when I was younger. And you have to, redo those things. And
mhm.
you learn a lot about what's like, because when you first pick up a gun, they're like awkward and heavy and big, and you have to learn how to control those things.
Mhm.
And like even
Yeah.
even handguns, people wield those things around in movies like really quickly, but I mean, even handguns to an extent are kind of like awkward when you first hold them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're powerful. They're
Mhm.
scary. You just need to. The greatest thing about guns and the worst part about them is the safety surrounding them, because like they're
Mm-hmm.
they can end a life quickly, but if you respect them, they respect you back.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
anyways,
100%.
Yeah.
And
So here's my thing though.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Yeah.
So
Go
who
ahead.
are we blaming? Are
so
we blaming him at the end of the day? Because I mean, we
so
saying a lot of things that's just aimed at blaming him. When at the end of the day, regardless if we blaming him for the incident or not, he has to live with that for the rest of his life.
he does.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've rolled this around in my head so much. I've tried to look at it from every angle on, who would be most at blame. But I couldn't come up with a single person to blame. This was more or less a group
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah. I agree.
Because
I
Yeah.
I
agree.
mean, you have an actor and a producer that doesn't that didn't who hired a inexperienced armor who she is in charge. Her and the prop master are in charge of every single firearm on that set. Supposed to make sure every single firearm was loaded with blanks, which I will say, say I'm on a movie set, even if you hand me a gun and says it's a cold gun,
Mhm.
I don't care. You can reassure me it's a cold gun. I'm still going to take every single bullet out and check and make sure that there are not alive around.
Well, wasn't the prop master like some young inexperienced girl too?
The armor was.
The armor was.
The prop master, I didn't hear much about the prop master. Um,
Yeah, but I
which
mean, that's
uh,
like I said, that's kind of on the armor. Well, then if that's the case, I mean, that goes back to what we were saying earlier. That I mean, I think we can agree that there's a whole lot of people to blame, and I know a lot of people are putting it on Eric Baldwin just because he's the
He's the
face,
face.
yeah,
but it's more to it than that. You got to put blame on everybody
It's the
I feel like
because of
production
the
we.
face.
company,
it's
I think we
honestly.
need a
It's the
timeline
production
for it.
company.
I
yeah. I
disagree.
Yeah.
really
I think we need a timeline for the events that took place up to that shooting.
I feel
like
like
Yeah,
too
that's definitely.
because
I want to know. I want to know who
it's.
had that firearm, who
Mm-hmm.
loaded it,
Mm-hmm.
who brought it to said if it's ever exchanged hands, if it ever did anything ever. But my question
Mm-hmm.
is why was there live rounds to begin with on this set? Who brought live rounds?
That's a damn
Now,
good
now,
question. That's a good question.
now, now
That's
I
why I
can't, I can't,
said
I
you
can't
really need to look at the timeline of it.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
I'm sitting here wondering, and because I remember, I can't remember where exactly I read it. I don't know if it was a news article or what,
Mm-hmm.
but somebody said that they brought live rounds to the shoot to practice shooting with.
Why?
That exactly, which I may have to go digging for that. Like I said, take
Yeah,
that
yeah. Please do,
100% with a
cuz
grain
yeah, take it with a grain of salt,
um
but
until I
I
actually go out and manage to find that article.
Well,
Okay.
they're supposed to be doing investigations, so I think it's
Mhm.
just a matter in time before everything comes out to light, and we'll probably get more information later about it.
Mhm.
That's
So,
that's
yeah,
if we do though.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that
is
is if we
true.
do,
That is
but
true.
I mean,
because the people that are leading the investigation is the production company. So,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they gonna cover. They gonna try to cover up as much as they can.
If they
I
find
don't
out something that's not if they
I don't
find out
think
that
so
something is
though.
not favorable, they probably might.
I don't. Well, what's the gain from covering anything up in this case? Like,
They
I
image.
mean, of what though? I mean, that's what I mean. Is like Alec. This is where I disagree with you guys. Like, yeah, I think what complicates the situation is that a lot of people are involved with the production of this movie and every
mhm,
movie. But Alec Baldwin, again, he's not a green filmmaker. He's not 25. He's not having some breakout role as a producer on a movie, and gets lucky. Um, he he's a Hollywood vet, and he's like he's like almost an outed like negligent gun user. Like
mhm,
he is so against guns that he doesn't inform himself on guns, and then takes it upon himself to joke around, fucking around on set. His negligence, his finger pulls the trigger. No one else pulled the trigger. He did. His
Mm.
actions caused someone else to lose their life and then also injure another person. So the situation is complicated up until the point that he willy-nilly is, pointing guns at people. I mean, it I think this is I mean, it is there's the other part of, because he also is hiring an inexperienced armor.
yeah,
Like you need to understand like who you're hiring. And if there's incidents prior to that, like and I was also reading that there was incidents on a previous movie um that she was involved in. And now you're hiring this person
Mm-hmm.
to do another job. There's other things going wrong on set. Again, there's definitely a paper trail that wasn't followed properly and things
Right.
weren't documented properly.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I mean, I can't help but think that Alec Baldwin's at fault for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
unfortunate. Like why there's live rounds on set, who knows? But it doesn't change the fact like there could be nuclear weapons on the set. Like oh,
he
where's the pile of
pushed, but he
nuclear
pushed
weapons?
the
They're gonna be
button.
props. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
if someone's stupid enough to press the button, well, that person like should be held responsible. Now that's a bit of extreme example, but the
yeah,
gun thing
Yeah.
is like to me, there's no excuse for someone of his age and his time in Hollywood. There should be no reason that happened the way it did. If you're gonna mess around and throw the gun around, make sure that it's behind you and there's no one around. Like,
I
holy
mean,
shit, man.
even still though, Shags, why is you even playing around with a gun in general?
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, it's negligent on so many levels that
Yeah.
I can't really sit here and be like, yeah, well, there's a couple people at fault. No, dude really messed up, and it's unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate because someone lost their life. But I'm
mhm,
sorry. He's gonna pay big time, and I'm
Yeah.
sure he won't see jail time just because of who he is. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But the
Doesn't
He
look
fact that
good.
he might get blacklisted, that's gonna hurt worse.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, all I know is this: I'm not 1v1 in Alec Baldwin and Russ. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Hey,
I'm,
hey, you know what? I'll take that quick draw challenge.
You wilding now, bro. You want to talk about
Um,
us,
I was
but
I was waiting for that one to come in. I was like, I was just I gotta do it. 1v1 Russ.
um,
but
but
anyways,
but
but
I'll top this off with saying,
mhm.
oh yeah, go ahead, Aki.
Yeah, I just want to say that like all y'all has great points. I just look at it this way. Um, look, it's fucked up. It's pretty much it, and it what it is. But this is not just like a L. This is just more than that. So I look at the fact of this. like everyone say, negligence on his part and everyone
Mhm.
else's, and pretty much
Mhm.
it. And the fact that your ass had 3 previous instances says a lot. So that's my thoughts on this, because y'all covered everything, and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna be educated right quick.
But
Right, same.
You talk too much
but
anyway, so
damn.
See,
Um,
you all right? Look,
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to be
Uh-oh.
professional here. God dang it.
but to top it off, it's unfortunate what happened, and
Right.
Helena Hutchins unfortunately lost her life due to negligence on a lot of parts and a lot of areas here,
Right.
and took her life and injured the director. And this is unfortunately, like Riddler said, he's got to live with this. He's got to live with the fact that he's taken another life. I have a concealed carry permit, but every time I leave the house with it, on me, I I I hope and I pray that I never have to fucking use it.
Mm-hmm.
But it like, and for anti 2A people, it's fine to be against guns. I understand the sentiment. They're they're scary. They cause a lot of deaths. Whether they're weapons of war, any weapon. This
Mm-hmm.
can be considered a weapon of war, from a fucking bow and arrow to a knife.
Yep.
If it's made to harm or kill, or has ever been used to harm or kill, it can be used that way. It will be used that way. But understanding the fear is is pivotal, because if you're scared of guns just because, oh, they kill, they do all of this, it's go to a range, learn how to shoot, and understand that it's never the gun. It will never be the gun. It's always the intent behind the gun. And
Good.
it's just learn the safety. Learn as much as you can, understand how firearms can work. You just have an understanding, other than, oh, it's a gun. Guns are bad. Guns kill people.
Yeah.
It's the old adage, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
That's facts.
Amen.
It's
That's it.
Amen.
it's
Mm-hmm.
guns are a tool. That's it.
There you
That's it.
go.
All right.
This has been 2A safety with Anime Waffle.
Yes.
Bang bang.
Bang
All right, all right, all
bang.
right.
All
Here,
right.
let me get off my soapbox.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and segue to another topic, and I'm gonna keep one of them last. I'm gonna go for the Halloween premise. Let's talk about some Halloween, some horror icons right quick, because that is the next one I want to talk about. Because let me go ahead and put it away, and I'm gonna say it like it is. Freddy Krueger.
Architect.
Mm-hmm.
Architect. That's the horror right there.
Oh,
Architect.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna start to say Freddy Krueger is my favorite horror villain. Because the simple fact, he don't give a fuck, he don't give a care, he will pull up to you and he will fuck your ass up. He has black Air Force energy before it was called that. All right.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a
Yeah.
good. You know what? I've never really been
Mm-hmm.
big on Halloween, just due to the fact of me growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in church, we weren't really celebrating Halloween like that.
Yeah,
Just due to
that's
upgrade.
me too.
Yeah,
I
so
grew up in the church as well. Pretty much.
so Halloween stuff was like, devil stuff, horror movies. I really wasn't big on necessarily horror movies until a little bit. Well, I'm not even really big on it now, but like I can kind of segue into a little bit of stuff. Like the closest thing I would get to that's horror related basically would probably be like the Castlevania shits. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the nature of how Castlevania is. But like I do know, like, Friday the 13th, Jason, Friday the 13th. Some of the, like, I was actually watching some of like the old NES games that had, like, I think was it the Friday the 13th NES game that had it? I think it was.
I think, yeah, because here's the thing though. I think it was I think Freddy Krueger did not get a game, but I think
Oh my God.
it was
Oh
Jason or Mario.
Lord.
Oh dang.
You know what the funny thing though, Nugs?
You know,
There was actually some Converse shoes that they was all for a limited time, pretty much it.
like that, like what her shirt is.
Yeah.
Some what
What?
issues? Color issues?
Converse.
Yeah, I think it was
The
Converse.
Converse.
Yeah,
Oh.
unfortunately, they are no longer available. I was about to give me a size 12. As soon as I had my credit card, I was like, it's sold out. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And
Yeah, but
yeah,
I don't know. Like honestly,
Sounds
for
like
me,
me
Halloween
whenever
was never.
Slipknot. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying Halloween was never really a big thing for me. I just like, not until later. But I just like it was to me. It's like Halloween's like, okay, well, all right, that means Halloween's coming. That means Thanksgiving's coming around the corner, and then Christmas. And for the love of God, speaking of which, can we after Halloween can we stop with putting the Christmas stuff up so fucking early, please? Can
Oh
we
my
at
God.
least have? Can we at least have some time?
Thanksgiving.
You know what I'm saying? Please, can we have some time?
Mariah Carey just like to say "fuck you." How about that?
Man, look, I mean, I like the song by Mariah Carey. Hey, it's a great song. It's a hit. It's a classic. It's a bop. You know what I'm saying? But can we at least wait till after Thanksgiving? I just want to. Can we at least wait till December 1st? Okay, people will keep pushing that shit further and further back because at least when I was growing up, from what I remember, at least we had Christmas decorations on the first, like the maybe during the week of Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving, everything started going that route.
Well,
But it's like they keep pushing everything back and back. I'm like, bro, what is with these woke folks trying to push everything back, bro? Go sit down. Let me enjoy my Thanksgiving turkey, please.
Wouldn't it be smart when Thanksgiving you have the whole family together, like Thanksgiving night after everybody's eaten, set up the Christmas tree, set up the Christmas decorations. Like, wouldn't that be the smart thing to do?
Exactly. I'm just saying. Not right after fucking Halloween. People just already throwing off their costumes, and now they're over here talking about Jingle Bell Rock. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Hobby Lobby put out their Christmas stuff last month.
Oh God.
Fuck no, man. I mean, it's one thing to be prepared, but it's like, come on, bro. Like,
My mom actually picked up a smaller Christmas tree the other day.
yo, you know, it'd be crazy. They need to make a Halloween/Christmas movie thing. Like, they need to
LG
have
new
like
name the Grinch.
Hey,
LG
need-
the Grinch.
LG called The Nightmare Before Christmas.
No,
Yeah.
we're not talking about that one. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about like Freddy Krueger, kills Christmas or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's called
That'd be-
Krampus.
You know
I
what?
mean,
It's
Stop
that
trying to steal my
Memphis.
damn. Stop trying to steal my thunder. Let me brainstorm right quick, okay?
He's trying to be
You know what I'm
great.
saying?
Well,
I'm trying to be great, dog.
okay.
You know,
So what
Freddy,
is
like literal
Bro,
Freddy.
your brainstorm is a brain rumble right now.
Hey,
so what is
That
everybody's
lightning ain't striking, brother.
but
All right.
what is
so-
everybody's
you-
favorite
Hmm.
horror movie character then?
oof.
I know. So
mine-
Aki's is Freddy Krueger.
I'll give somebody $10 right now if they
Jason?
guess mine.
Man, why we gotta play guessing games, bro?
Bro.
Hmm.
hey, that's $10. I'm thinking.
$10. Is it
Hey,
Candyman?
look at Shags, bro.
Yeah.
Really? Is it
Shag is
Candyman?
comedic.
If you know me and know how I am, you'll figure it out. It's not even hard either.
Oh yeah,
Isn't- so it's
Roy.
not
By the
Candyman?
way, side note, like Roy might just let me know there is actually some Nike SBs, Freddy Krueger editions that cost like $15K. I'm like, what the fuck? Ugh.
15K?
Yeah. Jeez.
Y'all sneakerheads are weird, man.
Oh my god.
Buy shoes just to put them on a fucking shelf.
Uh,
Waste.
right?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of it, like as much as I
Me,
know
I'll
about
wear it for
horror,
it.
and I'm trying to figure this out.
I would
and
look. I would love me a some Freddy Krueger shoes. That's in Converse right now, and with the sweater that Nugs has, cause it's actually.
Hey,
it
I'll
has to
sell
be-
it to you for $10.
Look, I'm too fat for that sweater anyway. Sorry.
I'm
Riddler,
bigger than I
Riddler.
seem. I think this is a lore.
the slasher killer, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Bigger than
So
you.
No.
Riddler, is it not
small.
Candyman? It's not
It's not.
Candyman.
It's not candy. I told you, if you know me, you can figure it out quick as hell.
Well, then now that just makes me feel bad because now I feel like I don't know you.
Damn.
Damn.
I mean, you could have just asked me. I mean, I would have told you.
Oh,
it Michael
yeah,
Myers?
Just casual conversation. Oh, by the way, who's your?
It's not Michael Myers.
Pinhead.
That's who it is.
It has been. I love Hellraiser movies.
That motherfucker worth $10, bro.
Look,
That
that's
that
$10
makes
for your
sense.
shoes.
That makes
$10 towards your
sense.
shoes. I'm so happy for you.
That does make sense, though, Riddler.
You said Pinhead. What? Okay, how does that make sense? I want to know how. Like, break that one down for me because I'm kind of
Break
confused.
down because I'm all about torture, and Pinhead is all about slaughtering and torturing people.
Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense.
We
Doesn't he
have
also
such
like
sights to
kill
show
people
you.
on? Yeah. Doesn't he kill
So,
people
Like,
based on like morality too, or something?
yeah, if your morale is shit, he'll
Oh.
kill you for that.
So
For
would you
real.
like also? Do you also like Jigsaw?
I
I
was about
love
to say.
Jigsaw. I love Jigsaw. The
Yeah.
Saw
See,
movies are
there
the
we
shit.
go.
Jigsaw's cool.
I was about to say, doesn't that movie count as horror movie?
See,
Those movies?
I
Okay, so what are the Final
Those are
Destination
fire.
movies count? Do the Final Destination movies count as horror movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no the
Yeah.
killer is like fate. It's not even.
Yeah.
It's not like
More suspense, I personally would.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Jigsaw
I
is
ain't gonna lie,
fun,
that shit scared.
100%.
That shit scared. Look, I don't care what none of y'all say.
Jigsaw.
That shit scared the fuck out of my ass.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
I
It
ain't.
made me
okay.
don't want to look. Made me don't
Look,
Guys,
want to.
I don't want to see no. Look, I better not see not an 18 wheeler when I'm driving on the highway. I'll be like, dog. If
Guys, I just had a thought. I just had a thought.
hoping it does.
Oh,
I
shut
just
up,
had a
Mugs.
thought.
What's the
I'm
thought?
dead.
What if when Jigsaw died, he became the Reaper in the Final Destination movies?
Oh,
Since the Reaper's
Interesting.
basically playing a game with every
See.
single last of the survivors.
Yeah, but
And he's
Jigsaw
trying to
does it
have them
that
figure
based
out how to
on
save
like
their own lives.
Jigsaw does it based on people that just keep fucking up in
their
life and don't
morality.
want to
That
change.
yeah. And then
That's
Final
what
Destination, this kind of like, oh, they
random.
escaped death, so but now they gotta die. So
Man, death is a dick.
Anyways,
Death is just like, these fuckers survive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck these guys. I'm gonna fuck with them.
look. So
Definitely.
I got a question though. What do y'all think Freddy vs. Jason was a good horror movie or some shit or something
I
like that?
liked it.
it was
Oh, hell
cheesy.
yeah.
I liked it because it was kind of cheesy, but I liked it.
I mean, that's the
mean,
nature of all these Halloween movies.
Exactly. That's why.
Hey, the Saw movies was not cheesy. The
Well,
Saw movies made sense. You had to literally
Well, we're
listen
talking
to
about
what the
like old school like horror
yeah, they were
movies.
cheesy. Like a lot of them, but I mean, it was cheesy. But I mean, I think that was the point of any Halloween movie. Like it was a lot of them were just mindless. Like it's like almost like what's that movie? Fucking Kill Bill that had all that fucking blood every time you slice somebody, and it was just like mountains of fucking blood. But it's supposed to be. It's the same thing with some of these Halloween movies. It was supposed to be cheesy, and I mean that's where we get a lot of these tropes from too. Like white women falling, running and tripping over shit.
Bruh.
That shit be having. That shit be dying me, killing me every time, bro. I'm like, how the fuck? The black man dies first. The black man dies first, but the white woman's over here living, and she over here tripping. And no, like, if I'm sitting up here running from somebody, right, and I'm over here, I run and I trip. Why am I turning around and doing one of these? Okay, I don't understand. Why am I pantomiming on the fucking floor? I just want to fucking know, bro.
Hey.
Look, if I'm falling, if I fall, I better tuck and fucking roll and keep running, my nigga. I'm gone. Like oh shoot, I'm gonna learn how to tuck and roll today. Now, unless my foot comes off, and it's like I can see if like their foot comes off, like I like or sometimes when like like if there's like a bear trap on the floor. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You ain't running from that. You get a bear trap caught in your foot.
That's your ass.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't going nowhere. Okay, I can
That's
see
your
you
ass,
crawling
bruh.
and pantomiming and all of that shit, Mr. Mime and shit. I can see that.
Yeah.
But you trip over a damn branch.
Oh no, random twig.
Random twig. Oh no. And then you start walking, running like fucking Thriller, dog. See, Thriller is more of a horror movie than some of this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. That Thriller from Michael Jackson, that is iconic to this day.
Hey, you know what probably would have stopped a lot of these guys?
Yeah.
Guns.
Oh,
I knew you was gonna say that shit. I knew you was gonna say some dumb shit.
Hey, especially nowadays. Hey, just get an AR, get that chambered in 50 Beowulf. Oh, it's gonna stop everybody.
Right. Get behind me. I can see Anime Wolf on the next Jason movie. Get behind me, guys.
Wait, so Waffles, yours is Jason?
Yes, it's not my favorite horror film, but it's my favorite slasher. Because my favorite horror movie will always be 1982's The Thing.
oh, very good.
because it's just the perfect body horror film. It's just so perfect and fucking with your head. I even had to watch a timeline video because I'm like, what are fucking operations as these bastards kept getting infected? And I'm like, hold on.
Wait, so LG, what was yours?
I'm not really a big fan, but if I were to say one, I would say like the Scary Movie series, just because it's funny and it makes fun of the tropes. I mean, it's still horror, but it's comedy horror, but it's still horror nonetheless. I'm counting it that.
I
I'm
do like
counting.
Ghostface.
Aki out
Ghostface
here,
is-
he gonna be like Shorty.
And our
Oh, what about
especially
Chucky? What about Chucky? I just thought
Chucky
about
is
that.
mine.
Have you
So
guys been
Chucky is
watching the show?
mine.
Oh,
I haven't started the show. I tried
Bruh.
starting it, but I don't
The
have
show is
HBO, whatever
the show is
HBO
perfect.
Plus.
Bruh.
So I have to
I got to go and watch
fire
that
it.
shit though.
Hold
I
on,
miss.
I got you. Hold on, Nuggy. Let me fix your problem for you.
Oh, you're gonna give me yours? So
It's
Kitten, wait. Our special guest. Which one is yours? I know what it is, but which one is yours?
What do you think mine is?
What do you mean? What do you think? I know what it is.
What? Say it.
Pyramid Head.
Okay, yeah, but
Silent Hill.
my no,
Yeah.
but no,
Mo,
because
Mo.
my favorite horror movie is House of a Thousand Corpses.
ooh, that's a good
I mean, it's
one.
a good one.
Good one.
Have you watched the third in the series?
Mm-hmm.
3 from Hell?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
I miss
Question.
Sid Haig. I miss Sid Haig.
I have a
I
question.
just got this from
hold
Best
on.
Buy. It's the
No.
steelbook of it,
Oh my
Nice.
god.
and it has like the
Oh.
coffins,
Oh
that's
and then on the
my.
back it's like
It's such a good movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, that's.
Here's a
so-
movie that no one considers. Well, it is actually a horror movie. The others don't really follow, but Alien is probably one of the best horror movies. And you
Sci-fi
Yes.
don't
horror?
really you
Oh.
don't really think of it as that, but
Mm.
that's really what it started out as. And Aliens is probably a superior storytelling.
You talk
and
about you? Are you talking
universe
about
expansion.
the one that was made back in like the
70s,
Mhm.
78 or something.
Yeah, around that time.
Right? Is that when it was?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
checking.
I think so.
79.
Yeah.
79. Yeah. That was originally a horror movie, and it was great and brilliant and done so incredibly well. Aliens is probably the better sci-fi movie that kind of expands the universe and a lot more storytelling. But yeah, I thought as a horror movie, like the xenomorph in that was absolutely terrifying, and just the atmosphere that movie built. But
You
that's
know,
temporary to me.
I do have one gripe about that fucking movie though. They have all of this futuristic high powered weaponry, and you get that one fucking jackass bringing a 12 gauge.
Right.
It's just,
Right.
I got this. It's like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that asshole? And like, no, you got a gun with a fucking counter on it. Like, fuck, use that right.
Yeah, right.
Don't use
know
a
what
fucking
makes-
old like fucking
what
World
makes it
War
fun?
II shotgun.
What makes it funny is when it works. When it's super like fucking Pokemon. It's super effective and shit. Like what? Hello? What? Like so you mean to
Yeah.
tell me these laser shits ain't working, but this
I
old
like-
archaic gun is like
That's the point. Classics never die, man.
A motherfucker better than throwing slugs in that bitch.
hell no,
Because
bro.
I'd be so worried to hear him go, no, I'm throwing this double up buck in this bitch.
Yeah,
No, you
So Alien, so would the newer Alien versus Predator movies wouldn't count as horror then, would it? It would be just
Parody.
action.
their parody.
Action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not parody.
Dude.
I'm being funny, but no, probably action is what those are. I mean, they're fun movies, but I would not call them.
It's kind of like how it's kind of like it's
I
kinda like
wish
how
they
the
made
old-
the alien games like that.
Look, I don't want to touch those.
Alien Isolation was fucking crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I watch people play that shit. I'm like, y'all can have that shit. I'll be watching y'all play that shit. The closest thing I'll be playing, House of the Dead is actually can be pretty kind of scary, to be honest with you.
My
But-
House of the
question
Dead
is
is
my
fun.
question is for that
It's
entire
fun.
fucking series. What the fuck happened
Yeah.
to Dr. Satan?
Mm.
Like that motherfucker showed up for one goddamn movie and the other two happened, and I'm just like,
Where he go?
I'm like, that motherfucker underground. I'm like, he hasn't gotten a sacrifice in God knows how long. That motherfucker ain't popped up and be like,
Where's my? I'm hungry.
"Where's
Feed
my
me.
bitches?
Feed me, motherfucker.
Feed me, motherfucker." And he's just, oh shit,
I'm
this house burnt down. Oh fuck.
Oh, new
That
title.
explains it.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
go ahead and move.
Let's move on, bro. 'Cause
It
hey,
really
but
was.
It Like, I ain't gonna lie, that was a good conversation, a good topic though, for reals. Now, I just want to start on that one so we could go into the last two ones, if I'm correct. And that
Yes.
is the man, the myth, the legend, Dave Chappelle against the T's. Yeah.
Oh Lord, the
Rich
tease.
bitch.
You mean the whole world?
Pretty
Shit, that's
much.
pretty much what's going to
I went to
against
see him.
Look. Oh, you
Oh
know
yeah,
what?
like,
Get her out of here. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. Get
he lives
bye.
like
Free
20
tickets,
minutes.
boy.
He lives like 20 minutes from me.
Bye.
So
Both of y'all. Bye. Get
I
out of
could
here,
just
bro.
Get the fuck out.
He
Get
does live
out.
in
literally gone
Ohio.
down there and I've ran into him.
Yeah,
I was
he
just like,
lives in Ohio.
oh shit.
He did say he mentioned he was in Ohio because I did see his last
Yeah.
special. I don't.
He's in
Everybody in here pretty much saw his last
or
special, right?
Yellow
Yeah,
Springs.
the closer. Yeah.
The closer.
So the closer was pretty much to my honest opinion, was a good special, but it was really more so to try to like highlight the fact that you could be, oh, y'all mad about this, but what about this certain thing that is going on that's really going to affect all of our asses in the long run? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what he's trying to point. And also, the one thing I love about that special is the fact that he pointed out the fact about his transgender friend, who's a transgender comedian friend, that he known and that unfortunately took her own life because she was because of cancel culture and the fact that she was defending Dave Chappelle when they was going after him. And let me want to say something right quick. First of all, that's a real nigga shit. I'm just being honest. So okay, fair enough. Now the thing is though is that the reason why he highlighted that because he's trying to point out the hypocrisy of the whole situation. I felt like
That's
that
why people mad.
in the hypocrisy of the whole situation. How the heck you gonna get mad at him? Was you get mad at him making jokes, but the same community that was getting mad at him push someone to that point to the brink.
They reject that premise. That's
and
why.
and God only knows how many, transgender people that that communities push to their deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Honestly, I think as far as a comedy special is concerned, it wasn't it wasn't necessarily it wasn't like, oh my god, the best comedy special ever from Dave Chappelle. It was great because it was more conversational. I think it was more of a Dave Chappelle was like, I can imagine like Dave Chappelle sitting with him like outside of outside somewhere, maybe in front of a store or bar or something, or maybe on somebody's porch, and him smoking a cigarette and him talking to you. That's what the special felt like.
Yeah,
to
like
me.
you had that one kind of thing with him, like pretty much.
And that's what it felt like. It wasn't necessarily like the jokes were there. Let's just be honest, the jokes were there. Okay, he said he said it's not pussy, it's beyond pussy. He said it's not blood, it's beet juice. I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me dying, bro. That had me dying. But it's like, but then he was like more so, he was more so like, look, I tell y'all that, like, I'm not against this, I'm not against what you guys are. I'm just against your bullshit. And the fact that these people, first of all, I can tell they didn't watch, which I know they didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would have watched it, and if you put it like this, if you watched that and you still came to that conclusion, then once again, you're retarded. Okay, I'm just gonna call it just like that.
you missed the fucking point.
You missed the point. Okay, you missed it. Okay, you're like going down to a fucking gun range and you aiming down a target and you off right. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, first of all,
they're not even aiming at it; they're just aiming above it.
Exactly. So
Thinking,
like, for you to,
bullet drops great.
And
if you watched it and you still came down to that conclusion, then something is wrong with you. Because that, if you really sat down and listened to him, he was literally saying, hey, look, I'm willing to talk to y'all. I want to sit down. I want to talk to you guys. He says he calls himself a feminist. You know what I'm saying? He considers himself a feminist based off the original definition of equal rights for women. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, he's willing to talk to you, but he's not going to sit up here and do all of this extra shit and cave into these weird ass demands. Like, And the fact that you have people are not getting that from that same community,
Mm-hmm.
it's telling, bro.
And also, I
It's
wouldn't. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. My
Okay.
bad.
What? No. Okay. All right. Here's one thing I want to say. Comedy to me is like a certain. It's like a certain different type of perspective on certain things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
In my honest opinion, like, yeah, the shit is fucked up, but here's another perspective of it. Like, it always coming out of any situations. And the thing is that we may look at shit that's fucked up, but we pretty much look at the fact that, hey, it's fucked up, but at the same time, it will get better, and eventually, everything will be fine. I feel
Yeah.
like comedy to me is a way where I could just go in and laugh my ass off and just forget about shit just for that moment. And I feel like you cannot control someone's art. Sorry.
Well, there's
Fair
also
enough.
the bigger problem of like
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4.
we're
Sorry.
we're
Mm-hmm.
we're approaching this time where like the jester, right? I was talking about this last night
Okay.
on another podcast. Like the jester is supposed to be able to speak truth through like laughter,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? Like if the jester can't make a joke, then that's when you know you have a problem. And we're starting to kill the jester, right? Like because
Oh yeah.
and the problem is like I've been a big advocate for discussion and talking.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying that a lot recently. I made a video on it today.
Yeah.
Um, and
Let me
but
let
here's
me
the
check
thing,
this out
and
though.
Dave is noble for wanting the discussion. He's not going to have the right discussion with the people that he wants to, because the people who came to bat for him, who said we can have this discussion, and I agree with you, they bullied out of existence. And this
Uh-huh.
is the problem, right? Is like the polarized ends, doesn't matter what it is, they're not the people you need to talk to. You need to bring in as many of the smaller people that you can, because in the end, this reverse mob, like the the awoken, not the woke, are going to be the ones that are going to make the difference. And people are slowly waking up to the bullshit. And like this is one of those instances where I think a lot of people are looking at it like, well, first of all, Dave just made a joke. He was defending someone who was defending him that y'all bullied. But the thing is they've already rejected the premise that they had anything to do with her, right? These people
Right.
believe that words are actual violence. That
Hmm.
that words that Dave said are akin to me walking up to them and punching them in the face. These are the same
Which
thing
they
to them.
need, which some of them need at this point, but we're not going to go there.
Like, yeah, so like that's a real issue, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
words are
Well,
disrespectful, they can hurt your feelings, but they're not violence. Like you either get
shit.
over it and grow up from it, or you just kind of fade away. But it's certainly not a violent attack on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's it's a really, really tough thing to navigate. I feel bad for Dave because I know there's a side of him that's like that's he's just the classic liberal. He's not someone who is like uber progressive, and I've disagreed with him on things in the past, but like this is one of those things where I'm behind him 100%. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't deserve the hate he's getting right now, and I don't know how well he recovers from it because all these festivals that he was going to show his documentary have already rejected him and said, "No,
Yep.
we don't want you
Yeah.
here." Like, so, "Oh,
Yeah.
cancel culture's not real." Well, actually, it
Yeah.
is. Like, he literally got canceled from these events that he was, supposed to be going to. It's it's unfortunate, but he's a noble man for wanting to have the discussion, and he's right. He shouldn't give in to the demands of the mob in this instance. If they wanna have a good faith conversation, they can come to him on his terms
Yeah.
and go from there.
Well, so when I went to the show, obviously the whole time people were just asking for transgender jokes, and he was just like he put them down, and then at the end and then towards the end he was kind of fed up, and he was just like, okay, I'll make transgender jokes on the encore. And then so when
Mhm.
the encore came, we stayed, everybody stayed, and he said, he didn't make jokes, but he was just like, he was talking about cancel culture, how he was being canceled, and he was just like, "Bitch, am I canceled?" And he's like looking around the whole arena.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
god.
he
Man.
was, and then so he said, there's only a couple things that I want you guys to know. Like, if the LGBTQ community wants to talk to me, then I will talk to them. But I have rules, I have conditions. I will
Yep.
set the time and place where it will happen.
Right.
And then the second thing he said, but then you also have to watch my Netflix,
Still closer.
Netflix special.
yeah,
Yeah.
next special from beginning to end.
Yep.
And then I will have the conversation with you.
The
So he's
third.
very open to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I just think we're at the point now, honestly, where people just need to grow a pair at this point, because jokes were always meant, everybody. It's
Bruh.
like that. There was this one meme where this one chick was, I guess sitting by two different people, and it was like a pie in the face. One person got a pie in the face, and it said joke on the back of the pie, and she was like ha ha, and then somebody else got hit with a pie in the face. She laughs ha ha, and then she gets hit with a pie in the face. Next panel is her typing up a letter, how jokes can harm people, and everybody wants to laugh at other people until it's their turn to be the target. And this is why I know folks didn't grow up in the era that we grew up in, a lot of us, because I grew up in the part where where people would do roasting sessions, bro. Like, we would literally
Bruh.
people come in and roast people, and I'm like, bro. At first, it would be annoying because it's like, bro, I'm just trying to chill. You over here trying to have a whole set. I don't care, bro. And like, and I've dealt with this before, and I think I've talked about this before at one point, where I've been involved in roasting sessions with people. I'm just chilling, having a good time, and I've had people used to make fun of, how I used to dress, the fact that, my mom would always show up to my school stuff, and, all that shit. But then, and it used to annoy me, but then I started like looking at certain shit, right? And I started like looking at the people that was talking shit about me, and I'm like, they sitting there talking shit about me. This nigga he over here talking about, my shoes or whatever, but it may not be name brand. But motherfucker, this motherfucker ain't got, his mama ain't in the house. He over here talking shit about my mama, but at least my mama in the house. And, from what he told me, what I'm saying, it looked like his mama on drugs. So, okay, I'm going to say that. All right. But you know what? You look like your mama on drugs, nigga. And then everybody starts, getting all, laughing, and, but then they want to fight me. And I'm like, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
I be
We was
hating
just
that shit.
joking. You was talking about my mama beforehand. Don't play with me. Like, and that's kind of
I hate
the
it.
thing I'm looking at now, because a lot of people are the same people that are talking about, we don't want, jokes are harmful, have no problem. The LGBT community,
Okay.
they don't want jokes against them, but
Yep.
then they have no problem, making fun of white people. They have no
Yep.
problem, what I'm saying, low key trying to make fun of everybody else that don't agree with them. What I'm saying, if I don't agree with something they said, it's okay for them to make fun of me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the minute I say they got some extra sugar in their tank, what I'm saying, oh, I'm wrong. Go sit your sweet ass down somewhere, cupcake.
So it's funny you actually mentioned the roasts because I definitely agree. Comedy has gotten to the point where I think everybody's just walking on eggshells on what to say to get a laugh, and it really is awful.
Yeah.
Um,
Take it back to Richard Pryor.
personally, yeah, personally, my favorite comedian was Don Rickles. And if anybody ever
Okay.
watched Don Rickles, you saw he made fun of everybody. The Dean Martin roasts were some of my favorites. They're still some of my favorites. I'll go back and watch them today if I need a good laugh.
Okay.
And
I
but
need all the details about that dude afterwards. I need all of it. Just
but
saying.
like but like because it was all jokes. I think people learned how to take a joke more.
Yeah.
But now everybody's so sensitive and everybody's so soft about this and that, and it's like,
You hurt my feelings.
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
let's be honest. You can't even give out a compliment now without it being some shit.
Oh
Yeah.
God, let's not.
If
people
you
take
think
things the wrong way.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you think this is bad, bro, if they think they getting so offended, don't get me started on Eddie Murphy and Delirious. or Richard Pryor or pretty much it. Oh
Eddie
my
Murphy and
God.
Any old
Delirious.
school comedian.
Eddie Murphy and Delirious was fucking stupid, bro. That man had an orange jumpsuit. I had to go back and look at this because Delirious came out in 1987. I was born that year, so I ain't know nothing about
Wait,
no
are
Eddie
you
Murphy.
hold? Are you calling? Are you calling the Eddie Murphy special Delirious stupid?
Yes,
Did
I
you
am.
not see Raw? That motherfucker came out
No,
in
Yep,
a
and he chose
purple
violence.
latex onesie. And you know
yo,
how
he did,
ridiculous?
bro.
Oh,
It
by
was,
the way,
but it
though,
was funny.
For
That was
God's
the
sake,
funny.
it was
by
a
the way,
joke
that
in
shit.
scrubs.
Yeah, here's the thing though. Eddie Murphy did had a story about someone destroying that same suit. I forgot who it was, a celebrity. I forgot who it was. But I'm gonna hold on. Let me look this up.
You gotta look that up.
And
But I'm like,
Hey,
there's
it's still
nothing
like
wrong with it.
look, people are talking about it, still talking about it to this day.
That's
Is that what
and
you
that's the
want?
point. Like exactly that. I mean, but my thing is also too. Did the jokes he had were timeless. Like Eddie Murphy's Delirious was timeless. Like the ice cream skit part that he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fucking funny to this day. And now it's like you got these so-called comedians now, that have to manufacture these jokes, and it's not even fucking funny, bro. Like if you gotta make, like I always believe, if you gotta explain a joke, it's no longer funny. You know what I'm saying? Or if you gotta over explain it, or if you gotta like force the joke, it's not funny. Okay, now unless that's a part of your humor, that's a part of your stick. But like not everybody like has that same you know style of humor, if you will. Like a lot of this shit be bland, bro. Like like we don't want to hear like acceptable jokes. Not everything has got to be acceptable for you. Like shut the fuck up. Just say you a
Like,
sensitive little bitch and move the fuck on, nigga. Damn,
if,
bro. Like
if, if you
that's
if
the
you
way I
think the
feel about it.
Oh yeah,
That is
I
true.
found out who
if
destroyed it.
if
It
you
was one
think
of the
the
Wayne's brothers.
oh
Oh,
that makes sense. But
go.
if you think the world deserves to revolve around you, you're a fucking moron.
Actually, if you ain't putting nothing into it, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's always the ones that have nothing that always demand everything. I
Yep.
don't make the rules. I'm just saying by going by what I see. And if I'm wrong, somebody stop me because I know it. I've seen it. I'm like, bro, you ain't did shit. How you gonna sit up and talk shit about Dave Chappelle? Like this man is a GOAT. This man has made his own show. This man has, skits for fucking days. You
And
know what I'm saying?
here's the added part. He walked away from $50 million, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he couldn't do what he wanted to do. He couldn't do the show how he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wayne Brady had to take it over.
God. Wayne Brady's like the great value bread comedian.
Hey,
Great
I will admit
value.
though, I will admit though, the Wayne Brady got to choke a bitch. That is fucking gold.
And the fact
I
that
mean,
Wayne
he
don't
Brady
just
get.
pulled
got
a
to choke a
drive-by and
bitch.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Wayne Brady is good, but it's like everybody wants that happy-go-lucky brand type humor. Like, bro, not everybody's like that. Like the Dave Chappelle, like you have Dave Chappelle's, you have, especially along the lines of dark humor. Somebody mentioned Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
Cat
If,
Williams is another one.
Oh,
Anthony, wait. In terms of dark humor,
Uh, well, not necessarily dark, but like gritty. You know what I'm
oh,
saying? Gritty
Anthony
humor.
Jeselnik's a good one.
Okay. Bill Burr's another one. He's more
Bill Burr's
like
good.
cynic. Bill Burr's more like the cynical, the old man yelling at clouds type, motherfucker. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but
bro,
holy shit,
I love his ass. I
but
love
man, him being president, that's a pretty good idea.
Bro,
And
I'm
him just
telling you, we
constantly
would,
sinking cruise ships and just
we would be.
strafing the survivor. All right.
Man, look.
You know, I mean, people need to, people just need to know how to fucking take a joke. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody does joke with you and it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's what Shaggy says all the time. That's where you talk to somebody, pull them to the side and say, "Hey, bro, look, I know we joking right now, but hey, man, I'm not, I'm not in the best of moods right now. Please, can we not talk about that right now? You know what I'm saying? Can we not do this? You know what I'm saying? It's not hard.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? It's not hard for you if if I make a joke about Shagsworth or something or Vulkitten, and if it really hurts their feelings, y'all pull me to the side. Hey, LG, hey, I wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? You did kind of hurt my feelings. Hey, I was going through X, Y, and Z, and you kind of like, you know, you touched a nerve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should to me it shouldn't be hard. You open your mouth for everything else. You open your mouth to
I
put the
mean,
fucking dick in it. I mean, hell, you
we
guys what
rarely can get them to say about anything, though, man. Come on now.
I'm
We,
just saying, bro. If you want to sit up here and talk, and this goes for anybody, right? I don't care if you're surf and turf, if you are a part of the alphabet community. I don't care who the fuck. Like, you have a fucking mouth. Use it, bro. You use your mouth for everything else. Okay, you put everything in it that don't need to be up in there. Okay,
yeah, who are you to say don't nothing belong in somebody's mouth, though?
I'm just saying.
You said it. I'm just going with it. I'm going with you. What you said.
I'm saying if you got a problem, like I said, if you got a problem with somebody, just like open your mouth and speak. Just like you open your mouth to put your foot up in it, open your mouth and speak. That's all I'm telling you. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The world would be a better place to learn how to take a joke and laugh. Sometimes you got to laugh at yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Sure hell.
Oh, I
I'm
always
short.
do.
I'm
Like,
short as shit, bro. Like
Me,
I tell
sure
people, I'm
hell.
shorter than a motherfucker.
I'm
for the local.
I'm a whole meme generator at this point, pretty much. Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
know.
That's me on Twitter. I think I post more or I retweet or like more hentai on my Twitter than
Oh, I want to
than
say
I.
thank you for that. It comes on my feed, so thanks. Thank you.
Well,
You
hey,
see,
I
you
said
get
that shit
Vulcan.
happens.
You
I
get
gave you a fire warning.
Hey, you get Vulcan in trouble with her boyfriend. That's what that is.
Nah. It's fine. I'll show him next. It's fine. It's just the cycle.
Ah.
Well, all right then.
See,
I
all
said this in a
right.
tweet recently, but I
So,
wonder just how many people have fucking muted me just because of that shit.
Really?
Yeah, see, he's in the chat right now. No trouble here. I just share it with him. That's fine.
All right. Hey, fair enough. All right.
yeah,
I was
okay.
just making.
Hey,
Hey,
glad to hear it, brother.
hey,
Glad
I'm
to
just
hear it.
Kind of
respecting.
like,
I enjoy.
I'm just
yeah.
respecting boundaries. That's all I'm about respecting boundaries.
And
Okay.
speaking of boundaries, let's go to the last topic of this one. Streamer boundaries. All right.
See, I'm good at this. I'm good.
Hey, shit. See,
So are we all gonna go around the room and just enlighten everybody with what our boundaries are or something? Is that what this is about?
No,
bruh, I
I'm gonna
don't
tell you. I'm gonna know. Well,
know. I
I'm the
don't
one that brought
know.
this topic. I'm the one that
We-
brought this topic up for
Okay,
discussion
yeah.
because,
uh,
and really, you know why? Really, what I'm about to tell you.
Oh,
I'm
so this isn't about Shagsworth beard boundaries.
no,
'Cause-
no, no, no. He doesn't mind us touching the beard. Okay, it gives us, it gives us
The
privilege.
fuck
Okay.
I don't.
How else are we supposed to get baptized? Come on now.
Touch the beard.
He just dips his beard in holy water and just
The
whack.
beard touches you.
Oh my god.
But no, I brought this topic up because a certain streamer that we're familiar with, especially me and Dark Riddler, had posted up something from a supporter, and the supporter, basically, I guess she posted up this one little snippet of a conversation, and the supporter was like, he had basically he had sub to her, and I guess he's been a supporter for a while or whatever, and he felt inclined to ask her out. You feel me? And
Um,
she got like really upset, and she felt some type of way, and she put the a snippet of the conversation in from Discord onto Twitter and says, guys, this is what you don't do. And
um,
the snippet of what she put, to be honest, wasn't bad. Right? It was just, the guy was just being put, he was trying to be as polite as possible to ask her out because he was like, he really liked her, he really was liking her and liking her content, and he felt some type of way. It is, which is understandable. And he was like, hey, I would like to take you out sometime, maybe, blah 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 blah, blah. And she was like, well, I can't believe he asked me that. Now, allegedly, there was more to the conversation. Allegedly, he was saying some extra sexual stuff. Okay, we don't know that, right? We don't know that, and she didn't put that up. Okay,
Hashtag believe all women.
right. We just gotta go with it. So what made me upset and what made me want to bring this up is like honestly, while I understand, this whole thing about that, the thing she was talking about, well, that made her want to put basically a rule up on her Twitch panel thing, saying that, oh well, if you donate to me, it's not a chance for you to get at me type shit. Which honestly I think is bullshit if you ask me. But like I said, the dude wasn't necessarily completely in the wrong from what we saw, right? And I think Riddler saw it too. You remember?
Yeah, I see.
We saw it, and I'm like, this doesn't look like it doesn't look bad. She tried to paint the picture like he was being overtly sexual, like he was trying to, basically being a creep. And the dude just basically spent some money on her, and he was like, "I'm interested. I would like to know, can I take you out sometime? We have some of the similar things. I don't, I would want to get to know you." And me personally, first off, I want to know how do y'all feel about that? Like, if somebody, especially like mainly for like Nuggy and Vulkitten, if a dude comes to you and says, "Hey, look, I've been supporting you for a while. I like your content. I would like to take you out sometime." Like, how would you react to that? Like I don't see nothing wrong. Like me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You feel me?
One of them know why I'm laughing.
Oh no! Oh no!
What did you?
Oh
Did you try to
Oh, I
no!
shoot
think I
your?
know. I
What
think I
did
No,
you?
know.
they
Did you?
Listen,
Did you?
Nugget, would you like
so
to go
what
first
if
on
you
this, honey?
do so what
No,
if you
you're the
do
guest.
no.
The guest.
Yeah, you go first, kid.
No, no. I would
What
love
would
to
you
hear
do in
Nuggies
that
first.
situation? What would you do?
So I definitely do believe that we should have certain streamer boundaries.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of men, I'm sure there's a lot of women out there too. I'm not going to discriminate. There's a lot of people out there that when they sub to you, I feel like they feel like they own you a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, you know?
Agreed.
Yeah.
And so that's where you really have to draw the line between um like viewer and streamer. I mean, I've only been in this for a year. Um Luckily I haven't had any, insane, situations like that.
Yeah,
Thank
My
God.
boyfriend's a big part of my stream anyway.
that's good. That's good.
But I also feel like if somebody were to reach out and be like, still be like, "Hey, I really like you." Like first off, I have a significant other.
Facts,
That's
facts.
that's your
That's
one
a
thing to just, you know what, like you
even.
should automatically know
Mhm.
that's the boundaries there.
I'm glad you said that. But I'm gonna put a pin in that. But continue.
But
Keep going. I like this already. I'm liking it.
I think a lot of people just have a hard time taking no. And then it's when it
But,
becomes creepy.
but
Yeah.
Volty, let me
Yes.
ask you this though,
Mhm.
because I will never understand this for the life of me.
Mhm.
You said that people have a hard time taking no.
Okay.
Given your situation and given what I'm just reading right now, which is very true, but also, if they already know you are accountable, you're not poly, and all of that stuff,
Mhm.
why would they even bother trying you, knowing it's going to be a no? But then they will go sit here and scream on Twitter. I'm so scared of being rejected. Well, look what you're doing. You're trying to fucking holler at a fucking woman that's clearly taken as a
Mhm.
date. So
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
course your mental health is being hit by rejection.
Shit, hell, I hate rejection as the
Mental
next
health.
guy. Next guy, next person,
Mental
So
but
health.
tell
get
me
the
why I'm
same.
lying.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I
Mental
Stop
mean,
health.
me.
that's right. I
My. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you're fine. Go ahead. You
Because
next.
like this is what I'm like. Because my thing is, you said something key, right?
Mhm.
This is what I'm getting at. You said something key, right? One, your boyfriend's a part. You've already mentioned you already had a boyfriend. You got a boyfriend.
Mhm.
Two, he's a part of your streams.
Mhm.
You've already done something that most bigger streamers don't do. Okay, you make stuff clear from the jump, and that's been my biggest problem with any
Mhm.
of these streamers is that they love to play string people along, right? And the person that I'm talking about in particular, and that Dark Riddler knows who I'm talking about. She posts thirst traps, okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you post thirst traps, there is a chance you're getting a reaction, right? This is the part of the problem with today's culture. It's like a lot of people
Mhm.
are pushing boundaries and then getting mad when people are reacting a certain type of way. That is the biggest problem, right? If you've already done Vulcan, like I said, you've already done most of the work. So if anybody does try you or does try to put money into you and says, "Hey,
Mhm.
I would like to know you, get to know you, blah blah blah, whoop de boo," they already know what they're putting their money into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Mhm.
And the problem is a lot of these bigger streamers, they don't do that because they feel like they run the risk of losing, you know what I'm saying, losing out on money. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And try
LG,
to
wait.
And that's when you
What?
look at your stream as more of like an income than you do like I view mine as fun. I have fun with my friends. We joke. It's the time that I get to like spend time with everybody.
right.
But,
And
you know,
True.
I,
True.
I just
And
feel
that's
like
fine.
and I just feel like but my thing is like it goes back to what we're saying beforehand, like income or not, you put everything up front, which you will and won't do as a content creator. This is what one of the biggest things I've told anybody that's starting is you make clear, work on what you want to do, what you don't want to do, especially when it comes down to those who do sex work. Like if that's what you want, if this is a certain type of thing you do, then okay, cool. Put that out there. Let people know what they're getting into.
mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
If it doesn't, and if that's not you, then make it clear because I you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm tired. Like, I'm us over this fact of people trying to make things, bigger than what they are. Because to me, from what I saw, was simply the dude was just he didn't know, and I think the old girl is single, but even then, he was like, "Hey, I'm interested because hey, look, I feel like I've known you for a while. I feel like I put I like I enjoy you. I put money into you, so I would like to get to know you." And it's crazy how people sit up here and can at least say, I don't think it's not that people can't take a no. It's just that people don't know how to say no.
Can I,
You know what I'm
No,
I
saying?
want
it's
Yeah,
real
well,
but
let
quick
yeah.
Shags
before
run it.
I
Sure.
bounce out of here.
Sure.
But
Sure.
because I do want to say something that's like
Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe it's because gamers just don't fucking leave their basement or whatever. But like these issues come up like this, and these streamers like they put out these tweets that are so profound to their community. Um, but
Oh, I
like
thought you
people
roll
in the
your eyes
real
there.
people in the real world just like deal with this shit on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like you act like it's somehow unique to the online gaming space or Twitch that someone's being a fucking creep and wants to like take you out.
Yeah.
Like sorry, but in the real world, you spend money on someone, guy, girl, whatever. There's obviously so many people don't spend money on others because they like there's always some motive behind it, right? Whether it's
Yeah.
they want more from the streamer of their time, of their actual real time.
Yeah.
Um, and like they put out these tweets like, "Oh my god, like I can't believe this person." What do you mean you can't believe? Is this your first time ever having some sort of like interaction like in
Bruh.
with a person of the opposite sex or a person who might be
My lord.
interested in you because this is what happens and people do not take rejection like it's built into the human like human brain like
I don't know why
the
such a
most
started
successful
there.
people out there it doesn't matter if it was in a relationship or if it was in a business, those people are successful. They get their shit done because they didn't take no for an answer. Now, if you're being creepy and you're overextending that welcome, of course, we got to be careful.
Yeah.
How many times I've been turned down in the past from things, but I was still a gentleman and still pursued and was did my thing and eventually it worked out.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fucking creep, wasn't fucking idiot about it. Like these are all things that we know to be true, but again, we seem to think that we're at the forefront of the human condition when these tweets go out. It's like, no, this is just how life works.
Right.
Basically.
And
Well,
I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable in
Mhm.
this, like any woman or male, whatever. But you also can't expect people to know right away. Like, when was the last time any of you looked at anyone's panels on their profile? I don't think I ever look at anyone's panels. Every now and then I'll browse them. But like, even if the rule was in there, like, I am married, I have 30 kids, I ain't fucking with nobody, like, someone's still gonna shoot their shot. Like it's just
that is
gonna
facts.
happen.
I hate that fucking
Yeah.
terminology with a passion. I hate
Shoot
that
your shot.
terminology. That is
Yeah.
so fucking stupid. Like
Which
I
whoever
just want
analogy?
to let you guys know that I love you all. And you're awesome. Vulkitten, thank you for coming on the podcast today, but I have to go take care of my fatherly duties, and everyone in the chat, I love
Thank
you
you for
always.
blessing
All
me.
right. Well, Shags,
Bye.
thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you next time, man.
Bye,
Take care of
Shag.
yourself, bro. But yeah,
All right.
I miss him
dog,
already. I miss him already.
bruh. I
Wait,
was about to make a goddamn joke and say, yeah, I already know one reason why that beard of yours is one reason. But
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 okay,
I
so
just
Not
honestly
as
think it's just
glorious.
stupid. Like I honestly
We'll get
like
some.
I'm not against like having boundaries is understandable, but it's like if you start like my thing, like I said, I'm just looking at the hypocrisy that kills me because these are the same people that complain about, oh, stop being creeps, are the same ones posting thirst traps. You know what I'm saying? Are the same ones doing flirtatious shit on camera, and we know better. Like you could like ain't no motherfucking way that you gonna sit up here now. There are some women out there that do happen to have big titties. Okay, fine, we get that. But if you have the camera angled at a certain direction,
Shut up, Nux. Shut up, Nux. Listen. Slutty Jack Skeleton had to be a thing for Halloween, okay? I don't regret it.
Okay, so wait.
Halloween, we
My
not
question
talking about.
is.
I ain't
My
talking
question
about like
is.
Halloween. I ain't talking about Halloween though. I'm talking about every fucking day. These niggas do this shit every fucking day.
LG. Okay,
Oh yeah, I'm
wait.
sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
So
Shut up.
after she denied rejected him, did he do anything else? Like I want to get more context on this
We don't
before
know.
I start analyzing it.
Okay, from what she said, from what she told me, because I asked the same question. I said, so I specifically asked her. I said, hey, look, I would like to see the full context before what you posted and after what you posted. Okay, before what he posted and then after. Yeah, you get the point. I wanted to see the full context. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, I didn't post it because it was too sexual, and basically it was just, from what I understand, just trust me, bro, type shit. I'm sorry. One thing I know, no disrespect to y'all two in here, Vulcan and no, women be lying.
Well, okay, so this is my thing. Like
I
I'm
like
a
how you,
flirtatious person. I flirt with everything.
right.
Okay.
What?
Even inanimate objects?
even
Said everything. Not
You
everything.
didn't walk
Especially
into that one. I'm sorry.
Rock, you looking really solid today.
Damn, Toaster, you looking kind of prime. You opened up a few
okay,
slots.
so but I make it clear, like if I'm taken, I'm taken. Like, but
Yeah.
like, and taking into a relationship is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like as soon as I reject somebody and you
Yeah.
keep on, and I am obviously not comfortable with it, I'm going to feel uncomfortable, and I'm going to like put you at a distance because that's. But the only thing was with her, I didn't feel it was right for her to put it on blast on Twitter.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
She
I
could have
said the
rejected
same.
him and just been like, move on with her life. But
That was the part that got me.
but the only thing, if that's why I wanted the context, because what if she blasted him because he was still doing creepy shit after she rejected him?
We don't. My thing is, we don't know
No.
because she didn't. Because like I said, I literally asked. I say, well, where's the rest of it?
No, that's
You
what I'm
only
saying,
you
though.
only
It
show the
seems like
You only show the incriminating part. So where is the rest? You know what I'm saying? Because if I put it like this, if that situation, if I was a female and that shit happened to me, I'm posting the whole damn conversation. And if you
that's
gonna
what I'm
post,
saying, though. If someone asked me, if that happened to me and someone asked me what's the context, what happened after this, I was like, well, here you go. I'm not gonna be like, just trust me. Like that's some sus shit.
that's what I'm
What are
saying.
you trying to hide?
That's what I'm feeling like. And I'm like, honestly, I do agree that boundaries are a necessity, but they need to be upfront. They need to be
Yeah.
they need to be let know up front. Hey, I don't play, for example, I don't play scary games. Just using this as an example. So if somebody comes across me and says, "Hey, you want to play Phasmophobia?" Hey, I don't play scary games, man. I don't. That's not something I want to deal with, or
Yeah.
whatever
So
reason.
much.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's the same thing for if you're in a relationship or you're looking for one or whatever the fuck have you. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being flirtatious. Nothing wrong with that. If that's your personality, that's cool.
Yep.
But some people, like honestly, I think right now we're especially with the way society is now, we have to make certain shit clear. up front
Yeah.
before we start doing shit, because people, if you make that way, and I used to tell girls that I used to work with, when I was working with them like in strip clubs and stuff, I'm like, look, if you make it clear what you don't do, it'll make things easier for me to defend you. Because there ain't no way that I'm gonna sit up here and tell a girl that, oh well, girls are gonna sit up here and say, well, I don't do, for example, I don't do any extra services. A stripper don't do extra services, and I'm like, okay, that's what she tells me, and then come to find out, she in the back bobbing and weaving like Conor McGregor and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't. I can't. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and I can't defend that, because you basically gone against what you told me, and it makes you look unstable. So if you make things clear from the get go and says, hey, look, I might put out thirst traps, but I'm taking. Okay, cool. Then that's a whole nother can of fucking worms. But it is what it is. But I
Yeah.
think so many people, streamers, need to get out of this entitlement factor, and they think that, oh well, just drop your money off and leave type shit, and that's what I don't agree with.
I just
Yeah.
think there's
Also,
more
and
to the story on both sides, not
yeah,
just
Yeah,
her, but him
true.
too.
Yeah,
yeah,
true. Because
true.
I look at that way because like people could say one thing but be another thing entirely. And also, Knight, you ain't right, bruh. Headbutting that stomach. Oh my god.
Hit, hit. Okay, so
I'm just saying, I'm
here,
just saying, make your boundaries clear. That's all I'm saying. Make
I
your shit clear.
so
Yeah,
I
make
Go
it
read
ahead,
but
that
Gorilla.
which
just a little bit
Go ahead,
ago,
Gorilla.
and
which
I
is
finally
fine,
get the
and
headbutting the
I
stomach
find
thing.
that to be a real problem
yeah.
personally. It's too many. It's too many at the moment instances going on around just in general, not just content creating. It's too many people keeping their mouths closed till something happens. Then all of a sudden, now you mad. Now you ready to go off. When
Uh-huh.
if you would have said something originally at first, like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm surrounded by every day.
Yep.
Yeah,
You want to fuck with me? Fuck with me. You don't. You don't. Point blank simple."
Hey, just
yeah.
that's
But see,
late.
people are so scared to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got both males and females so freaking scared to sit there and say, "Hey, I'm in a relationship," because if I say it, I'm gonna lose X amount of followers, and people are gonna start unsubscribing to me, et cetera, all because I'm taking. Since this whole time, I've been putting on this facade that I'm not taking, and I'm single and I'm available. So hey, this is how all these people are coming to me now because of that reason. Well, technically, at the end of the day, they're not coming for your content. They're coming to see if they can, quote unquote, stupid analogy, shoot your fucking shot. That is so
Uh,
stupid. I've never heard more of an entitlement line before in my life than shoot your shot.
Yeah.
The only shots I'm
yeah.
shooting are downrange.
Hey, Nuggy,
Right.
I'm gonna come shoot my shot. I don't know you from a fucking brick in a wall, but hey, here I am to shoot my
Well,
shot.
that's the thing. If you're a content creator, why would you want those type of people that will only watch somebody just because they're single and have a shot with them anyways? Like I think that's
Ask
weird.
the million of fucking content creators that allow that shit to go on.
I mean,
You
honestly,
see it
to be
every day.
Mm-hmm.
but to be fair, in their defense, and this actually kind of makes sense, because I think somebody else said it too, because under the same conversation with old girl, they were like, well, when you meet somebody, you don't know them, like in a supermarket or in everyday life, you don't know who that person is, or who that person is. Yeah, did I say that right? English major, did I say that right? I don't. I
What?
feel like I didn't. Okay, anyway, but anyway, I
Hold
feel
on.
like I
What'd you
didn't say
say?
that.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Never mind.
Okay.
I ain't heard shit.
I ain't hear shit neither. I ain't say shit
Okay,
neither.
so
But
so
what I'm saying is, like,
here's my thing.
you don't know who that person is. So like when you meet somebody like IRL, like you meet, say, somebody, you find them attractive in the supermarket, you don't know them.
Mhm.
So but you're attracted to them, or that they pique your interest. So and especially in today's society, we're getting to a point to where I can't even, as a man, I run the risk of, if I compliment somebody, I run the risk of, I'm this sounds like hyperbole, but it's not, facing jail time because I complimented a woman, and I didn't find her attractive. She didn't find me attractive, and now it's assault. Now it's whatever other bullshit that they come with. That's where we're at in today's society, and it's worse when it's streamers, because now some of these streamers, we know they're doing stupid shit.
Oh, yep.
We know that they're putting out thirst traps, but it's like you can't say nothing about it because if you do, you get looked at as thirsty, or it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't have time for that, bro. Like
I mean,
we're in this weird conundrum where it's like if this catch 22 and if anybody knows me personally, I hate catch 22s. Can't stand them shits. Them shits are fucking stupid. Okay, I can't. And it's at a point to where it's like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the point of, oh, I see something that I like, and I want to comment on it because it looks good, but then if I do,
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Thirst
wait.
traps, like
go ahead. Who said what?
listen. Thirst traps are, I think they're fine. Sometimes a girl is just feeling bad about herself and she wants to post a picture of herself and like wants compliments, but she does not want someone coming,
Advances.
advances towards them.
Yeah.
If you don't want advances,
They want
okay.
the compliments.
They want the
And this,
compliments. If you want a compliment, and I'm sorry, this is where like if you I feel like Kevin Samuels right now. Damn, I feel like I'm picturing
but
Kevin.
like this is coming from me who rarely posts thirst traps. So then I can see why girls post thirst traps because sometimes you just want to feel good about yourself and you want to show it off to the world.
And that's perfectly fine. But the problem is it's becoming to the point where we can't even give a compliment anymore because even a simple compliment gets misconstrued somewhere as thirst or assault. Okay, what's the difference between harassment? What is the difference between a compliment and harassment? Anybody know? Anybody want to take a stab at it?
I mean,
Pushing too far,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
if it's something
we're
that
pushing way too
unwanted.
far.
If it's unwanted, then that's
So,
harassment.
But
so
how
going
would
back,
you know how would you know if it's unwanted? How put it like this? How would I know if it's unwanted? Because if I don't know you, if I didn't, I know you, but if I didn't know you like that, and I just want to give you a compliment, girl, you looking thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. That's a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an actual compliment. Like, say, I'm a Southern boy, so like, hey, that might be, that might be how I talk. But then for you, you might, if you didn't know me, you'll be like, oh, well, what do you mean by that? Oh, that's offensive.
If you're
You know what I'm
ugly,
saying?
it's harassment.
That's what I was going for. That's exactly what I was saying. If the difference between a compliment and harassment is how you look. If you are cute, if you are attractive, it's a compliment. If you are ugly, it's harassment. And
So
it's
going,
unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
That's how a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
them act, though.
Yeah. Going back on to what Nugget said though about like, so I mean, yeah, I think people take it way too. If you're going to post, okay, I don't post a lot of thirst traps, but I shut up, Nugget. Okay. But when I do post something, I swear my wife always be doing this shit. She always be embarrassing me. No. So when I post something though, like I don't mind a compliment. It makes me feel good. I know I have a man. Bro, I'm gonna talk to you later. No. But like it's when they take it like to the next step. And back to like the whole deal of like, okay, I have a man. I have a man. I'm also I make sexual jokes all the time. Like it's bad, okay? But it's like if you're willing to come on to me knowing that I have a man in my life, and then you get upset that I shot you down, and then you're still willing to be creepy after, even though you know that, hey, like, it's not the same anymore, okay? The boundary has been set.
Yeah.
I don't really view you
dynamic has
anymore.
changed.
Yeah, the whole dynamic has changed. I don't view you the same way I did, like, because of how creepy you got.
Yeah, and
That's when everything changes.
And that's and at that point, I have no problem in your defense. Okay, and I agree with you. And I have no problem when it gets to that point. The problem that I have is there's no communication before it gets to that point, or saying that, hey, look, you're making me uncomfortable.
But also
That's what
I
I'm
feel
getting
like there's because Nuggie and I are very sexually like crazy people. Okay, and we make sexual dumb jokes with but like we make dumb jokes and shit all the time. I feel like that is like the best. People look at that as, oh, I can make a sex joke at her because like she might make one back because she
Right.
makes one with everybody. You
Vulty,
know?
those are dumbasses.
That's what I'm saying. So I
Yes,
feel
and
like
in that case, yeah.
if you're willing to let it build and build and build, and then you believe you have a shot, knowing that this person is the way they are, knowing that they've already been taken, but you're still gonna make an advance, and then you get really upset when the answer is no. Like
Right. Yeah. No, I
that's
agree
on
with that,
you.
but like what Riddler just said though, those are the stupid people, and like I
Yeah.
said, those people I have no problem. Like if I'm in your stream and I see somebody making you feel uncomfortable in stream, I have no
Mhm.
problem saying, hey bro, back up. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
have no problem with that because at that point they've already made it. You know what I'm saying? You've already told them, hey, you've warned them, and you're the type.
Mhm.
From what I understand, you're the type of person to communicate that with them. The problem, like I said, once again, the problem is there's a lot of women who don't do
Don't
the
make yeah.
Yeah.
that don't make it clear, that almost intentionally blur the line and then say, "Oh, you're a creep," and
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that point.
it's
Yeah.
and it's happening more often than you would think it does. And like I said, I sit back and I watch this shit. I'm
Mhm.
watching this and I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I after the shit
Well,
that's happened to me personally, and like I said, I work with women all the time. I've worked with them prior to COVID. I used to be a strip club DJ, and I used to work with women a lot. And you know what I'm saying? I used to, like I said, I'd be cool with them, cordial. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problems defending them. But see, what would make it hard is when they would do stupid shit and then turn around and run behind, try to get me to. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I'm
can't
saying?
provoke
Mhm.
something and then expect people to want to take your back for it
And
after the fact.
that's what a lot of females are doing. Like not y'all too, but like I notice a lot of female streamers are doing this because they're sitting up here. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with posting thirst traps, giving the comments, whatever. Oh girl, you know what, Nuggy, you about to make me act up. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it is what it is. But if
I be
like in
doing
the
shit
case of
like that.
Vulkitten, okay, I know you got a boyfriend. Now me personally, I'm not gonna sit up here and you know if anything, I'm like, why the fuck you posting that thirst trap? You know you got a whole boyfriend. Go get your get that shit the fuck out. I'm telling your boyfriend.
It's
You
all
see?
about like feeling good. Like I get compliments from him, but it's kind of like it's kind of like
Nope.
the way a married man will be like, "Oh, I got called handsome today from like another woman." Even though they
Yeah.
have a wife at home, even though they love that wife and they're going back to that wife,
Mhm.
it boosts your ego. It makes you like, "Damn, like I still got it. Like I
Yeah.
still feel cute." It's all about that. But people,
I mean,
yeah, you're right though.
I
Like
think well, I
I mean,
think I think
I
the whole
ha-
conversation is mainly about like if these guys how do you know when not just guys, girls too, but like how do you know when that boundary is crossed with that before they even announce it? Because my whole
Mhm.
thing is like me
that's
personally, I
you.
know I'm different from some majority of people, but like I know girls that would be like, oh, he's just been creepy. It's been major creepy. But like I'm fine with flirting and stuff, but like once you like come on to me and I voice my opinion and will voice how I don't like how I that made me feel, and
Right.
you still cross that line, that's the issue.
Yeah. And like I
Yeah.
said, that's the part where it's easy to defend at that point because hey, look, especially in the case of I know you. So like when you say, hey, look, I don't like you like that. I don't like this person like that. Somebody's trying to hit on you. I don't like this person like that. Blah blah blah. Whoop-de-woo. Hey man, I don't. Hey, back up. I don't want you to. You're making me feel uncomfortable. Okay, I got you.
But
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
post it on Twitter and
You know what I'm
blast
saying?
it.
Like
yeah,
that too.
no.
And I think
Yeah, that
that's
was
the
a
other thing about social media, putting people on blast.
Did
Put
she,
it in.
okay,
and
did she blur out his name or anything?
No, she blurred. I think she blurred out his name. Yeah, she did blur out his
But
name.
not
But
his
even
profile
it, but
picture or something?
I think so. I think she blurred out both. But they like she. That was the other reason why she didn't post all of it because she's like, if she posted the full thing, people will know who it is, and then they'll try to, they'll try to.
She
Man, I'm
can
like, man, fuck.
censor that information. It's still like
I think
if
at this point the guy should speak up. I think he should
yeah,
go ahead
He
and
should
delete
have.
it all.
yeah,
I think I
I mean,
honestly
he
I
might
think
be a
he
little
would.
bit embarrassed, but at least I don't know.
I just find it weird. I just honestly I think like honestly
yeah.
that's why I said boundaries should be put up front first. If you are taken, happily taken, single, ready to mingle, whatever the fuck, because people are gonna try it. I think Shagsworth just mentioned it earlier before he left. Like that's what people are gonna do. Like we're gonna, if we find something we like, there's people that's going to spend money on you that's they want to get more from you for whatever reason, and it's up to
Yeah.
you as a content creator to specify what you will and won't put up with, because guess what, at the end of the day, folks don't know you.
So
they
what
Yeah.
they
They
like the
already.
idea of you.
so
they
did
they may
this guy did he stop, like, donating and stuff to her?
I don't know, we don't
Don't
know
know.
what happened. We don't to this day, we don't know what
We
happened.
don't know, no. And also, I'm gonna say this right quick. Like I know my community knows the boundaries with me, pretty much it, and how I do
Do they
things.
really?
Yeah, they do.
Do they really?
Hmm.
I'm joking.
Y'all, I love y'all guys. But but anyways, I'm gonna keep on with say my goddamn truth. Okay, I'm not gonna go that way because my point is to this. I know what for me, for my community, Acting Nation, they know the bouncers and everything. Cause
Yeah.
we pretty much like cool, chill people, just straight cooling, bro, and
Yeah.
everything else. So that's one thing for sure. Like they know that if they know if they got issues with anything, my doors is open and they can talk to me. I
Yeah.
may not respond because I might be doing something, trying to go and get things done, and run around with like
Yeah,
inside.
like that audio clip I've been asking you for the past week.
He's still working on it, right? He's still working on it.
No, he
I,
don't have to work on it. It's his base thing that he uses in almost every video.
oh wow, my tag. It's my voice tag, by the way. But I feel where it's coming from. God damn it, fuck. Man, there goes my thoughts. But my point is this: like, it's simple shit. And I mean, no, pretty much it. But like, and all y'all have great points. But I just feel like I already set the boundaries when it was come down to my rules and come down to what I will take and what I will not take and everything else. So if I pretty much don't feel it, I tell you to cut it. That's it. And you still cross it, ban your ass and go on. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
What's
yeah. And if you don't like that, well, you pretty much get mad at me for it. Well, fuck your feelings at that point. It's pretty much it.
Because I feel like, yeah, like basic boundaries can, like, you can announce them and stuff, but like it also depends on like context and situational
Yeah,
instances
yeah.
too.
That
It really is situational most of the time, but like basic boundaries would be like, okay, don't tell me that you want to be in a relationship with me, or don't whatever. But like just
Certain
it's
nuances.
context wise. It's like I
Yeah.
don't mind like
Making
joking around
sexual
and
jokes.
flirting and
oh,
shit, but
My thing is certain,
okay?
or keeping
all
certain
right.
jokes, like, okay, there's certain things like I'm joking, like if there's certain level, like people need to also understand certain levels of things with people too. So like I may joke with Riddler, and Aki about something, that Anime Waffle may not be on that level with yet. You know what I'm saying? Or Nuggy, you may not be on that level with. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. And some people need to understand, okay, we're here, the connection that
Oh,
me and somebody else have, another streamer have, or what I'm saying, or because whatever it may be here, the viewer, you're
Lord have
here, you're
mercy.
just getting into the door. So there are certain jokes that you better chill out because I don't know you like that. And
Mhm.
I've cut plenty of people off like that. I'm like, no, I don't know you. Like, I don't mind you making jokes, but there are certain things that I don't know you like that. You don't get to talk about me like that. I don't, bitch, the fuck, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm
yep,
saying? It's just, that's just natural. Like, and that's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
ain't no thing with that. And there's, like I said, just make it clear. That's all I've been saying. Just make that shit clear from the
Okay.
get go,
Here,
and we
here,
good.
All right.
here's my thing. Overall.
Okay.
Here's my problem, and I'm gonna stand by all of this that I'm saying right now.
As you always
Okay.
do.
First of all, my issue is that not enough people are opening their mouths, and then these issues come up, and then all of a sudden now everybody bitching. When,
Ooh.
like I said, at first, if you would have just opened your mouth and said, regardless, I'm done with the whole playing nice thing that everybody wants to do. Well, I don't want to say no because I don't want to hurt the. Fuck that. Hurt their feelings because that's what's going to end up happening. Your feelings are going to be hurt. You're going to be the one stressed out. You're the one going to have to go to other people like, well, what am I supposed to do about this?
Mm-hmm.
When all you had to do was sit there and say, hey, this is how this is. This is how this is. This is how this is. If you don't like it, step off. Point blank simple.
Yep.
That's as far as that goes. Now, this whole thirst trap thing, as someone who's did OnlyFans before, who's done Pornhub, who's talked to multiple women, I have flirted and gave comments to multiple women. Most women know, don't take me seriously. And most women, I give the women I fuck with like that, I give them credit because they know if if another female's like coming at me the same way, if I'm flat out not liking it.
Yeah.
Body language, your speech, your words matter
Used them.
a lot because you'll know if I'm with it or not.
Mhm.
Fourth thing, I don't agree with thirst traps. Retro, I'm gonna get on thirst traps. There's a couple of reasons why I don't agree with thirst traps in the whole scenario of it. Okay, I understand. I understand that. Okay, you want to feel good about yourself, yada yada yada. That's fine. We all been there and everything else. My thing is like, so, and I hate to say this, but he did say it. Q the actually said it. You have these men who are literally. Do anybody ever actually think about these men if they are feeling like they not feeling good enough because of that reason?
Mhm.
Not talking about him specifically, because I know he probably was just joking, but I'm speaking in general.
Wait, but so them not feeling good about
Good enough
themselves.
because you have to get that satisfaction from other people. Because I know me. If I have a partner, number one, I don't need satisfaction from nobody else. I'm supposed to be getting it from you every day.
Yeah, but you're
Wow.
you're also built
Yeah.
different though, really.
That has nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit there and make you feel like you're not enough for me under any circumstance. That's if that's not what a relationship's supposed to be, why are people in a relationship? That's my opinion. It's strongly debatable, yes. But I'm not gonna make my woman feel like she's not good enough because I need attention from online people.
Mhm.
Yeah, we get followers. Yeah, we get subs. Yeah, we get donations.
Yep.
Yeah, we post whatever. Yeah, we talk our shit and all that. We get shit. We get interactions, whatever, and all that shit. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna make sure my woman knows each and every day that you are good enough.
And in the end, that's what it's all about. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Trust me.
that's why I don't.
Mhm.
That's why I really don't agree with the whole purse strap thing. Even though if you've ever looked at my NSFW content, I've posted random stuff.
Hey, I did.
That was sort of proving a point, and it went from proving a point to just fuck it. It's already out there now. Show the world.
So
Guys,
so
guys,
so
I have a
I-
question. I have a question now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's affection like?
Oh my god.
You know what? We're gonna end it
Well,
off
when
with
two
that.
I
people
will.
love each other very much.
Bro,
I
look, I
What's
want to
that
ask
like?
I'll be wanting to ask the same question, bro. I feel the same way, bro. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it.
and that
so
Something you gotta pay for. That's what that is. Unfortunately,
Okay.
you gotta pay for it. No, I'm joking.
so Ruther, are you saying like if someone's in a relationship that like what's the point of them posting thirst traps? Or is it just like
Mm,
overall anybody posting thirst traps?
it's just it's to me. It's like okay. It's kind of both. Me personally, I'm very lenient. Do whatever the fuck you want, but know that I'm fucking you. I'm
Yeah,
the one that's gonna make you feel like everything at the
because
end of the day.
I agree with you on like but like if they're like in a relationship
Mhm.
like sure like post whatever you want, but it's more like if someone's single, then I mean I feel like they have every right to
Yeah,
post a
yeah,
thirst
yeah,
trap
yeah,
on
yeah.
their yeah.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Do whatever you fuck you want. You're single. Do whatever. I don't give a damn.
I mean, my thing is, even if you're single, still, like, I mean, you could do whatever, like, you can do whatever you want, regardless. But like, my thing is just like, if you're gonna do certain things, you just got to realize that if you put something out there, you're gonna get a reaction, right?
True.
Yeah.
So if you put a thirst trap out there, you're gonna get a reaction. Period. That's, to me, I feel like that's part of the course. And
Yeah.
what's really, you can't control the reaction that you get from people, but you can control how far it goes.
So
You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. Because, like I said, me personally, like I said, because I used to be that way, and I'm just like, you know what, you know, after the shit that I've dealt with personally, and seeing what I've seen, I'm like, you know what, people are gonna do what they want to regardless. So you know what? Nah, cool. Do what you do. That's fine. Do it. Just don't get mad when, you know, I do my thing, because a lot of these, like I said, I've noticed, like I said, inconsistencies. A lot of women that post these thirst traps, they
Very
get mad.
much so.
They get mad at, you know, say for example, you know, they got a man, they posting thirst traps for other dudes alike, but then they get mad at the guy that they're with for liking somebody else's thirst trap.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, very one-sided. Very one-sided. It's all about
you,
the relationship. Yeah.
you see how, like, how
Mhm.
stupid that is? Like, to me, like I said, if that's what you do, then that's fine. But you got to realize, especially when you have a partner, that, like, there's certain things that your partner, and I don't want to kind of go off on this tangent, but there are certain like, your partner may have needs or may have feelings about certain things that just may not be, you know, conducive to what they like. Okay, and it's a paradox. 'Cause that was one thing. Like I said, one of the girls I used to talk to, she used to get mad because, you know, the guys always be wanting stuff from her, and then one guy she was talking to wanted to take her out the game or whatever. And I'm like, it's a paradox. It's a weird ass paradox that, you know, men want a certain thing. You know, they want a girl that seems entertaining. You know, they want a girl that seems exciting, especially in the sexual department. But then they want all of that only for themselves.
well,
Even
okay,
though they may not be able to satisfy that, they still want that for themselves. So it's kind of a weird conundrum, if that makes sense. Is that, am I losing somebody? I feel like I'm losing myself here, but
so my thing is, like, if I post a selfie, and
yes.
I rarely post those, I usually post them mainly for my gal friends, not gonna lie. Like, because majority of my comments are gonna be my girlfriends going, "Yes, queen, bitch, yes," whatever. It's and even a couple of guy friends, but, like, they're just that I am aware that it's friendly flirting, not now if it was like, "Oh, you look hot in this picture, can I take you out one day?" That's crossing the line, you know?
But like I said, they don't. But see, that's the other problem with that. It's like, you know that, you know, your friends know that, but Joe Schmo 1 2 3 doesn't know that.
And then that's when the no comes into place. Like,
That's
"Hey,
when
I
that's when the
appreciate it,"
communication.
but that's when you
But
just
yeah,
set
so if I
the
say no
boundary.
thanks.
Exactly, and that's the point that
Oh
I'm
shit.
getting
Yeah.
at. That's all I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like, if that's not what you want, or you know, or if that's not how you get down, then cool. Then make it clear from the get go, and then that way when people interact with you, if they decide to, they know what they're getting into. When they put money into you, they know what they're getting into.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't sit up here and be like, "Oh, I'm single, ready to mingle." Oh, hey, I would like to take you out sometime. Blah blah blah. Woo, woo. Hot surprise! I got a boyfriend. I got a husband. And then,
Yeah.
because now a lot of men, that's what's happening. A lot of men are feeling like they're being
Well, then
played.
that's just plain lying then, and
Which is a lot of people are doing nowadays.
That and
What do
that's
people think friend zone is? It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go deep into the detail because it instantly makes me mad. But
Yeah.
that shit's
I
crap.
feel it.
Yep.
I feel it.
I feel
All I'm
it.
saying is, bottom line is, keep you. I'll say, if you gonna make your boundaries, make them clear.
I'm just Riddler told me something the other day. He said he doesn't date Twitch streamers, and I'm gonna be hopping on board. I'm announcing it now. I don't date Twitch streamers. Do not come at me.
I'm open to the idea.
Wait, that is not
I'm open.
100% what I said. I said, I will
What did you
repeat
say?
what I said. I
Please.
said, I will not date a Twitch streamer. And if I did, I guarantee at least the first 6 months to a year, won't nobody know I'm doing it.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
makes sense.
Okay.
Makes
Well,
sense.
I'm open.
I'm just
Like I said,
hopping
either
because when
way,
you said that,
Not
I was
because
just
of me.
like, I agree. Yes,
Mac
I
It's
agree,
Grilly.
not
Riddler.
because of
Yes.
me. It's because of the woman. because I know how people are. A
Yeah.
female goes and sits there and says, I'm in a relationship. Well, there goes my follower count, sub count, donate numbers, and everything else. It
Right.
happens. You see it on Twitter all the time.
But
Tell
then
me I'm
that's like
lying.
I said, true.
I'm
But then, like I said, that's
like,
once again, those are the people that be just playing that try to play the field. So I'm like, but if it's genuine from the get go, like if it's somebody, say for example, I'm just gonna use you and Nuggy for an example, Riller. Just so y'all know y'all start chilling, hitting it off or whatever, and then it blossoms. Y'all stream together, whatever, and it blossoms into something. There's nothing wrong with. I honestly think there's nothing wrong with it. I
No,
actually think
there's
that's a
nothing wrong
beautiful.
with that, but I wouldn't want nobody to know it was anything more than the co-stream for at least 6 months to a year for the reasons that I just stated.
Fair enough, fair enough. But I'm just saying, period. Like I mean, as a concept wise, I think it's a beautiful concept. Like it's to me, I think it's a
I,
beautiful thing to
I
be
get
in a
what you're saying.
relationship with
I get where
somebody.
you're going. I get where you're going with this.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the concept I'm saying. If it buds into something, I'm not against it. Especially for me, like if I'm hanging with you, I'm chilling with you, I'm vibing with you, I like you, and then it buds into something, it buds into that.
Yeah,
You son of a
I'm
bitch,
more
count
than
me in.
fine with that, but people don't want to do that anymore, dude.
That's
That's
true.
yeah,
that's the
My
problem, and that's why I can understand when some of these females just be pissed the fuck off about it.
yeah. It's like they
Nobody
putting,
just wants to genuinely get to
mm-hmm,
know anybody anymore, bruh. It's
yeah.
just like it's like, hey, here's $5. Well, I donated. Can I go out with you tomorrow? She gonna look at me
Oh
like I'm
my
fucking crazy. She gonna look at me
Can
like I
I
lost
go?
my goddamn.
God, yo.
I mean,
It's
But yeah, that is kind of cringe though.
I understand what Riddler is talking about as far as like waiting, because like my boyfriend just put it in chat. Yeah, we dated, like we've been dating for 6 years now. No, 5. I don't know, one of those. But
damn,
wow.
girl.
Well,
How
damn.
many years?
but
Y'all
like
need
we
to have a
kept
talk.
it.
Y'all just had an anniversary
Look,
too, and you forgot.
Look, we've been best friends for over 10 years. Okay, the years roll. Okay, but what I'm saying is we kept our relationship kind of like secret from everybody for 3 years. Like it was more of us making sure, more of us like being there more for each other and learning, and from each other. We've learned a ton from each other. I'd like to think way better girlfriend now than I was in that first year, because I'm sure I was a fucking mess. It's all about like just building your relationship, setting those boundaries, learning from those boundaries, growing from those, and then finding out who you are as people. And
But here's the
Yeah.
thing, though, Ken. Not everybody has like a good relationship like you and Quasar do.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
don't.
get
yeah,
that.
They don't discuss things like that. They don't. They don't learn things from past mistakes.
No, I get
But,
that
but,
too.
but,
Or they
but,
don't
but
make the
Nuggy, I'm gonna
boundaries
counter
clear.
that though. I'm gonna counter that, Nuggy. Okay, you sit there and say people don't communicate and stuff like that. I 100% agree with that. My problem is, why is that? But the people who you want to communicate, that y'all want to find, quote unquote, who will communicate with you, you throw in the trash real quick. Tell me I'm lying.
No,
That-
Tell
people
me I'm
people
lying.
do give up on the, in relationships. That's
yeah.
No,
why
no, I'm not
it's
saying give up on a relationship. There's females and guys who will
Yeah.
literally have motherfuckers right in their faces who could be perfectly fine for them and give them what they want, and they'll shut them the hell out. AKA friend zone. That's why I don't agree with that bullshit.
I see what he's going up with that.
Exactly why.
I see what he's going up with that. Like
yeah.
he's talking about not the relationship part itself. He's talking about like before it gets to that, like somebody that would literally
Reaching
shows
your
interest.
single aisle and everything else.
Yeah, and
Women
Mhm.
he's
do
and
that
he's
shit.
looking like you're talking and everything is cool, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, well, I don't really like you like that, and then they go for somebody else that will
Mr. Trash
basically.
ass. They end up
Yeah.
abusing them, sexually assaulting them,
All I
raping
know is
them. That's all I'm saying.
all I know is when I told you,
I learned this 10 years ago. Until I'm shown otherwise, that's all women want to me.
yikes.
Proof
Honestly,
set
though,
below.
Case by case basis on
I
that.
don't know. I don't know who you're talking to, but like these women that you're mentioning about, they seem kind of shallow. So I mean, if someone was like
I made
doing
that
that,
right there. Till this very day.
All
Yeah,
right, man, we be going on for like
Wait,
over
my
two
can I
hours.
can I
my bad.
preface
Yeah,
with saying
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
go
been in
ahead.
more toxic and abusive relationships than I care to count, and just Riddler just kind of hit the nail on the head with my relationships that I've had.
Youth.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Well, look at this
That's
way.
why I don't date anymore.
I don't look, and I wouldn't blame you, bro.
Swear to God. Now, mind you. Let me say this for the record now. My last relationship was not a bad breakup. It was a mutual breakup. Let me state that for the record.
Fair
But
enough.
all the ones before that,
It's bullshit.
nope.
It's a motherfucking bullshit.
My last one ended up with her going to jail. So it
I'm
kinda
sorry.
worked out.
Wow.
Well,
I'm simply saying, I'm just tired of everybody sitting there saying this is what they want in a relationship. This is what they want in a relationship. But then they'll have that person right there in front of their face, and they will deny them, but go to the very exact opposite thing and go talk to them
Well, that's
and
what I'm
sleep with
saying
them.
about shallow. It's probably just because about looks or something, because
Yeah, and see,
it's
y'all don't
just
see.
looks.
Does nobody see what a problem is with that? But then they want to bitch and cry that they're so lonely, that they're so hurt, that they're this, that they're that. At some point, you have to blame yourself.
True.
You have to.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Just
so.
No
that's what I'm
accountability.
saying. A lot of people out here are shallow. They only care about the looks.
Yeah, right. At this point, I'm like, look, I ain't.
As for me,
Don't nobody want to be with no ugg mug, dog.
as for me though, look,
I'm joking.
I don't give a fuck. Look, but I would treat your ass like you, the way the same way you treat me as the way you want to be treated. If you want to be treated good, treat me good as well. That's simple shit. But we've been going on for a long time, but I would like
We
to
have fun.
say,
It was good.
despite
That was good.
despite the technical difficulties at the beginning, though, my bad on that one. And also, that's what happens when you have too much goddamn profiles on OBS Studio.
Got to be more careful.
Yeah.
Got to be more careful.
But I would like to say thank y'all, everyone, for coming to this episode. I would also like to say thank you very much to Vulkitten for being our guest for this episode as well. And thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and your opinions on all the topics and such. I really appreciate it, and I hope that we will have you as repeat guests in the future. So
yeah, just hit me up. I had a blast. Thank you.
yes,
come on back now. Come on back now. You hear?
You are a blast, Volky.
Southern boy, right there.
Yeah.
See,
sorry about that.
y'all see why I spend most of my time with her.
Nugget and I spend like every day together at this point. We always somewhere. So
I send her pictures of me shitting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe it.
I did not want to know that. That damn dog. And I was about to go shoot my shot. I don't even want it no more, dog. I'm gonna take my ball back.
hey! Until you get those pictures, you don't know. Hey, shoot the shot. It's fine.
I don't see. Oh, hold on. Before I do go, I just want to say right quick, I don't see Aki. Oh well, look, I'm sorry to say this. No one even goes to see you, Carter Banks, and I mean Jay. But anyways,
damn, bro, who the fuck, who done pissed in your cornflakes? Aki, goddamn,
bro. But here's the deal. But anyways, I would like to say, but anyone that wants to follow all the hosts, please go ahead and pretty much follow them all. On Twitter, Twitch, all the social media networks and everything. We also on Spotify and YouTube. So if you miss it, don't worry. This will be up pretty much in less than 24 hours. And that's me kind of being saying the fuck you to Twitch, anyways. But with that being said, anyone else wants to announce anything? Pretty much that's going on with them individually. By the way,
other than that, Gamers Paradise
I actually need to do something regarding earlier. Yeah, so disparity. I am apologizing to you. Quit acting like a little punk. Get your ass in this damn podcast.
Somebody clip it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Damn,
I knew
your pin drop.
It did. That's why I started laughing. I was like, I'm not doing nothing. Y'all need to chill out. Y'all kiddies need to chill out. Cause like I said, if
Bruh.
I get on that, if I get on that, y'all don't want me. Nah, bro. I'm about to have y'all both. Y'all both will end up mad at me, and I would not give a fuck. Cause I told y'all I came here to do a podcast, not this bullshit. But no, for real. Thank y'all so much. We had fun. Egg
Yeah.
Attack, great job on the hosting, man. Did good job.
Yeah.
Announcements. Gamers Paradise 7 is out for me. It's free download Bandcamp if you haven't got it already. Be sure to get that. Thank you guys so much that coming by my YouTube channel. 1 million total views on my YouTube.
Man, congratulations to that shit.
Congrats,
Man,
yeah.
let's clap
Crazy
it up for
shit,
that shit.
shit
I'm
crazy
glad.
than a bitch, bro. That grind is real. But anywho, that, and I'm also, if anybody's down to do y'all see me do my Dead or Alive stuff. Working on a little idea. If you guys want to get I'm gonna be doing the finals. If y'all want to do, like, anybody wants to do commentary, let me know, and we'll set it up, and we'll figure it out from there. Nuggy.
I told you to let me know when. I'm down.
Yeah, really, I know you.
But anyways,
But thank you for having me on.
yes, but Quasi already did ask a question though. But I'm gonna get to that after this. Anyone else?
question?
Anyone else? Pretty much it. By the way.
I just want to shoot my shot. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
Look,
but
good
Only
luck.
shots I'm shooting are
I've
at the
been
range.
I've been shooting my shot with Nugget since I met her, and I still ain't got nothing. So it's okay. I feel
I
you.
believe it. She mean as fuck. I
She
believe both.
is.
Oh
She
my
leads me
God.
on.
The nicest person you ever fucking.
Volty, my DMs are open if you want to talk about your problems.
We
Blink
gonna talk
Volty.
so much shit,
Volty,
bro.
you're okay.
We gonna talk so much shit.
It's wild, bro. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Nuggy. It's
But
okay, Nuggy.
yeah.
If you need to vent, my DMs are open.
Wait. Nuggy, did you read what I posted on NSFW?
Was it on Twitter?
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
Oh,
I didn't get
Good
on Twitter.
Jesus. Okay, but as for me, Funktober EP
A couple
is
of
out.
days ago, though.
Yeah, it came out a couple of days ago. It was the whole concept was about Memphis, the funk subgenre, which is pretty much derived from the Memphis rap scene back in the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s, in the style of Tommy Wright III, Gangs of Black, Gangs of Boo, Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, and more. So I pretty much did an EP just for the sake of Halloween and stuff, but it is on sale right now for like $7 for 5 tracks. And let me also say this: for all y'all streamers and content creators out there, it is free to use for y'all content. Just credit me and give the link to it so everyone can go ahead and check it out and everything. If you are into like funk music and stuff like that and what it is about, it's big. If not, well, this is the first your first introduction into it, pretty much it. So, and also this is my first ever project I ever done in the genre, but it's too easy for me. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is that Memphis?
Exactly. But again, if you want to follow,
Wait.
yeah, but if you please, for the love of God and for everything you love, follow Vulkitten on Twitch. Her link will be in the chat, so go ahead, hit her with the follows and all the love and pretty much it. I really it. And also, and by the way, once again, I really do enjoy you being on here as well. I know everyone else here has been well. You've been a great guest. Once again,
Thank you.
So this is the All Out Podcast. I am your host,
You got on to it.
along with my the host, Amy Waffle, Garriller, LG, and Nugs with her mean ass. So
So
Yes, yes.
So with that being said, it's we out of here. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and Twitter. Pretty much it. And we out of this bitch. And
It's that Memphis.
Yeah.
The dynasty.
Yeah.
Nuggy Nug.
Yeah.
Salty.
All right, we out of here, bro. Yeah. Woohoo!